Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schulz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots Podcast, and this week's podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to start out and succeed online. Start a completely personalized website with the new guided design system, Squarespace Blueprint. Choose from professionally curated layout and styling options to build a unique online presence from the ground up. Tailored to your brand or business and optimized for every device. Easily launch your website and get discovered fast with integrated, optimized SEO tools so you show up more often to more people and grow the way you want. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/idiots to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/idiots to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Let's start the show. Hezekiah Walker.
Yo.
My niece Nyla is here, young Nyla. Man, it's been how long? We've been gone a week, right? We took a week off for Thanksgiving.
Took a week off for Thanksgiving,
and
man.
everything motherfucking happened.
A lot of things happened.
Like everything.
A lot of things. I got my first Billboard hit.
You got your first Billboard hit?
I got my first Billboard hit.
Where did Whacked Out Murals debut? I know Kendrick had a top 7 out of 10. Taylor, why do you look so sad already?
Yo, Taylor's so upset I got a hit.
I'm not sad.
What
Because he
is
said
so
my
upset?
name too, so it doesn't matter.
Where did Whacked Out Murals make it in the top 10?
It had to. That's the first record. Yeah. First record always trends.
I know
Wait,
Squabble Up is number
Squabble
one.
Up.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Squabble Up is number 1.
You said something that I was unaware of. You're saying the first song on the album is my
That's
song?
not true.
I didn't say it was your
Oh,
song.
yeah.
It is his first.
You say he
You're calling it
opened
your
the song with Schulz? The first song of the album got Schulz?
It's the intro.
This is crazy. I
Yes.
didn't know.
Where
I
is
didn't know
it
I
at?
got it like that.
Squabble Up, TV Off, Luther, and Whacked Out Murals.
Whacked Up is what number?
Took third.
Wait, that's the order?
I mean, no, took fourth. I'm sorry.
Oh, he
took
got the
fourth.
top 5 songs on Billboard this
I'm
week.
actually shocked.
Schulz.
shocked
Schulz.
at that
That's what we
order.
call the Schulz effect, Nyla. You never experienced the Schulz effect.
didn't say your
That's
name.
shout out to my boy
He
Kenny.
didn't say your name.
Shout out to my boy Kung Fu Kenny.
Okay.
We did it. We did it.
Let's talk.
We did it.
Let's talk
you
about this.
are me.
Let's talk about
Let's
this.
talk about it. This is what happens when Ebony and Ivory come together.
Now-
Honestly, I don't think there's been a
What?
song about Ebony and Ivory this good since Michael Jackson and the Beatles guy.
Now, I don't think
I
you-
really think
Hey,
this is the
hey,
next Ebony and Ivory.
Hey, how about this?
Talk that shit.
I don't think he was talking about you.
He better not be. He better not be. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I don't think he was talking about you.
The internet felt differently. I said it can't be me.
Well, no, the internet didn't just say you.
Who the internet say?
The first white dog that got hit and hollered
Who?
was Gary Owen.
First of all,
What?
Well, first of all, let's play the bar. Yes, he was.
No,
Gary
it
was the
wasn't.
first person to jump out there. This
can
is
we
what-
just be honest though? Can we just no? I'm just talking about pure physics, right? If Kendrick was like, "Yo, let's squabble up," and I wanted to just put him on my lap, and I just wanted to feed him a bottle.
Stop playing.
Now, not his people, his gang affiliates, all that. They could fuck me up. I'm not a tough guy. But just me and Kendrick in a room together, just having a discussion.
He's a 20-degree black belt show.
I know, but once that kung fu goes out the window, what is it? It's jujitsu. I know, damn it. That shit was almost perfect, though. It was almost perfect.
Somebody out there was like, I knew he was
Mustard! Taylor, you don't like the
Play the
mustard.
song,
right,
Taylor.
I'm just
right.
saying.
Let's hear the bar. I don't think this is about Andrew.
necessarily.
Listen, I told people it can't be about me, but when the song went number 4, I was like, it gotta be.
Why you acting like you don't know why people think
got-
it's about Schulz?
What are you talking about? What happened?
What are you
not acting
talking
like
about?
that?
It's not like every blog
don't
talked
pay
about it.
atten-
It's
I
not
don't
like
pay
it's the
attention to
biggest story
everything.
that came out from the album. It's not like I gave him probably 200,000 listens. It's not like I gave him a number 1 Billboard hit. You're welcome. I'm just saying. Just saying. Listen. Say I never did something nice for
How
Kung
you
Fu
did it if
Kenny.
he didn't name you?
Who? Wait. Whoa.
See, we were talking about that before the pod started. The fact that he didn't name Schulz, but everybody assumed it was Schulz, is for 2 reasons. Do you ever make jokes about black women?
I make jokes about black women, yeah.
Really? I never heard them.
No, I can see why you haven't heard them, because I usually do it on this podcast called Brilliant Idiots once a week for the last 10 years.
I've never heard
I've been
them.
doing it on this podcast for the last 10 years to a little girl over there named Taylor Made It.
Oh God.
My other
What?
girl,
What
my
happened?
other girl, listen. The reality is the fact that me and Taylor are mentioned in this album
Thank
and
you.
we're still coming to work is crazy. We don't need to do this.
Listen.
We don't need to do this right now. We're famous.
Taylor,
Ketchup!
never let a black woman.
Ketchup!
Never let a black woman. Make jokes.
Mayo!
Never let a black woman make jokes about white comedians. That's law.
What?
What?
Like, shut up, yo.
You don't remember when she made me cry almost once talking about my sperm?
Oh my God.
Yep.
That was hilarious.
Drew,
When
let
I
me tell you
last
something.
week,
Let me
Taylor-
tell you something. Let me tell you something though. I could run faster than your sperm though, so relax.
What?
He's a comedian.
That is
Comedian.
Funny. That's funny.
You got comedian. That comedian. She has that one chamber. She has that one chamber.
She is
She has that
every
one
right.
chamber.
Sure did.
Taylor said my sperm swim like Lizzo in a riptide.
God damn. South Park did a whole episode about Lizzo.
Hold on, you're saying South Park did an episode about Lizzo. Wait a minute, but isn't Kendrick Lamar doing a comedy with South Park creators?
Yes.
Wait a minute, hold
Comes
on.
out in the spring.
But do the laws not apply to Kung Fu Kenny? Because they're white comedians making fun of black women.
I mean, I don't really know what's going on. I haven't really.
Yo,
haven't really
what's
heard
happening
about
in this
it.
world?
What's really going on?
Charlamagne, what's happening in this world?
I haven't really heard about any of this.
my
What's
God.
going on?
Well, apparently, rappers.
Tell me where it began.
Okay, rappers started telling comedians that they need to be more respectful of women.
Okay. Let's
Something
listen to what he
that
said.
none of us thought would happen in history.
Let's listen to
Do you know what I mean?
Don't do
What did he say?
What you
Taylor?
talking about?
Fucking
I'm
say
trying
that
to-
for you.
What, that the comedians are too disrespectful
Well,
to...
everybody should just be more respectful.
I like
to women.
everybody. What about Common? Common seems like a good one.
Yeah, sure.
What, he's not a good guy?
We could
What
do
you know,
comment.
Nyla?
All
Yo,
I'm
what do you
saying
know?
is- All I'm saying
Hold
is
on.
it's not a taboo subject. Like, we shouldn't be shocked that he said it.
Said what?
Where's the line, though,
Say it one
Taylor?
time.
Where's
Yo,
the
get the
line?
line.
You
Get
just
the
want the line of
that
it?
made
Because
it
I don't think we
number
could
one
play
album.
this song.
Get the
Oh,
line that
you
made
gonna play
it
the
number.
song?
I don't think we can.
Nah.
Okay, well, listen.
No,
Ryan.
don't play it.
Show
I'll
me
rap
the
it.
lyrics.
I'll rap it. Let me rap my line. Can I have my moment? Can I have my moment?
No, that-
I made a
that's
number
not
one
how
album. I
it
can't have my no
Okay.
moment.
What was the South Park statement? I ain't hear.
No, what he just said, like, oh, but he could do a show with South Park.
So the guys that created South Park are two white guys, and they've made jokes about black women.
Well, they make jokes about everybody.
Oh my
about-
God! Hold on. What did you say?
Now, they do have a character.
What
on the
did you
show.
say?
What's the character, the black character?
Token.
And they do make jokes. Like they did earlier this year, they did do the episode about Lizzo. They do make jokes about everybody. Though. Everybody gets it on South Park. And see, that's
Do
what's
you know who you're talking to?
Now, I don't really know what's going on.
Well, if
I don't know.
Everybody gets these jokes.
Okay, that I know. I've heard you
Everybody.
say that.
Mustard gets it. Mayo gets it. Okay? Duck sauce gets it. Okay? Curry gets it. Curry gets it.
Oh, you talking about the season?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you talking about Steph or Indian. So
I'm talking about Indians. That's Indians. We're doing it for each group of people. Everybody get these jokes. That's the rule.
Taylor, what's the line?
But Kendrick got specific laws.
Says
What I want to play?
never.
Kendrick got to
let-
protect women from comedians as long as he's got an album coming out.
It's
I'm just looking for-
the last
Listen,
verse. It's the
Kendrick's
last verse
Kendrick's got to
there.
stand up for you
last-
Yeah, it's
ladies.
the last verse.
As long as he could profit from it. He got to stand up for you ladies.
Stop it.
Make it bigger, pause. It says.
I don't think that's the last.
Can I just
verse.
tell you
thought
the
it was in
line? I have it
beginning.
Yeah,
memorized.
it's right there, it's right there, it's right there.
He was talking shit about you and you too.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what he's talking about. 'Cause I don't know. I've never been around.
You say that.
Oh, with all
Oh, they put you in
Y'all need to do
it
a
too.
meter
Genius.
of how many times this nigga has
Oh,
said,
wait a
I
minute.
don't know what's going on.
I'm in it.
Genius puts you on it right here.
Hold on. So is that what everybody's talking
So
about?
Rap
Yes.
Genius
They
says.
did put your name on
Why,
there.
why y'all surprised? Like I'm not clout.
Okay, so click on.
If you want a number one hit, you talk about me.
Listen.
If you want your YouTube clips to go wild, you talk about me.
Listen,
I'm the
click
Tesseract.
on why people think
I'm
this
the
is
source.
Andrew. I want to hear it because I haven't heard this before.
All right, let me hear it.
You gotta say the line.
Where did this go?
Do you want me to say
Okay,
it?
yeah, the line is.
I'll say it.
Let Andrew say it.
Let me say it, but you're giving me permission.
This is
Right
his
here.
song.
You're giving me permission to say the line.
No, he's not.
No, we're not. It says, don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law.
Now, can I just say something right here? Technically, grammatically speaking, he's saying, tell white comedians to talk about black women.
No, he's not.
Grammatically speaking.
How you know that's not about Matt Rife, who just had a face change?
That,
He just had a face transplant.
Stop
do that on
it. Stop it.
He did?
Stop. Somebody look that up. Stop
I
it.
saw it. He had a
Stop
face
it.
transplant. And
Stop
he said
it.
it was because he said it's not a face transplant. He just hit puberty lick or some shit like that.
Really?
I literally just saw this, but I'm not making this up.
Listen, I hope it is.
How is we know it's not Gary Owen? Gary
It
said
might
it.
be.
Gary said it's him.
Listen, I hope it's about both of them. I hope it's about both of them. That's what I
He
hope.
always looked like that,
Ellen
though.
DeJake Paul. That's who that is. Who is Matt Frank?
Now, right, what'd you do to Charlamagne, man?
Yeah.
What'd you do to Charlamagne? What the hell?
That's what it said.
What did you do to
Look,
Charlamagne?
that's what
God,
TMZ
yo?
said the headline. Matt
Yeah.
Rife. No surgery. I just
No,
hit
but
puberty lick.
calling him Ellen DeJake Paul is crazy.
He don't look like Ellen
That's
DeJeanette
one of the
Paul
most
mixed.
insane things I've ever seen
that's
anybody
pretty
call
accurate,
anybody.
He looks like Ellen DeGeneres and Jake
I don't
Paul
want black
hybrid.
radio hosts
It's like he
talking
just
about
got
white
cheap
comedians, yo.
implants, that's all.
Black radio hosts cannot talk about white comedians. Mayo!
Why is he?
Mayo! I'm sick and tired of it. Taylor, you and I don't need to be fraternizing with these people that aren't making songs no go #1 constantly. Giving people #1 album. I don't even ask for a check. I don't ask for nothing. Teach me some C steps.
Can we play the clip? Because I've never heard this before.
That's all I want to learn is some C steps.
Yeah, hold on.
What's the clip? I've never heard this. I want to know why
Oh,
people
this?
think this is Andrew Schulz.
The song, or you're saying the part of why they think it's about him?
Why they think it's Andrew Schulz.
So you want to play this part?
Yeah, why do they
So
think it's
wait
me?
a minute. Where is this video from first
From
of all?
Flagrant.
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 Yes.
Oh.
You want everybody to
I'm
know.
not on Flagrant. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, fuck that.
Charlamagne's so good.
That's why I
Charlamagne's so
didn't
good. He
know.
was-
That's why I didn't know what was going on.
He's really cooking out the whole time. He said
It's Flagrant. Okay, so who else is on this?
Oh, word.
Okay, so who it is? It's Andrew.
Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's
Who are these
law.
other guys that's on here?
Who's on Flagrant with you guys?
Akash Singh.
I know.
But he's not a white though.
Alex, you're on the show.
I know propaganda work for them. And fuck whoever
who are
is
those two-
close to them.
Yo, who's closer to him right now?
You!
Yup.
Well, listen,
Nah,
Kendrick
nah,
said,
nah,
fuck you.
We'll get to that. But are
You
those
go-
two?
You
are
too,
those-
Nyla.
Nah. Nyla.
Listen, are
He just
those-
said that to a black woman?
He just said
Kendrick
that to
just said that to a black
Oh
woman?
my
But listen,
He said that to a
who
black
are those
woman?
guys up there with you? Are those the two guys that
Yo, say the
Justice
word.
Smollett
Honestly,
was working with? And who are the two people that you on there with? That's doing this. I'm asking serious questions, and y'all are being trying to be funny.
I don't think those are the
Yo,
Nigerian
Interview the
scammers.
guys
I interviewed the guys
helped
that said Jussie Smollett up.
Really?
I did interview him. I did interview him.
That's not
Yeah.
who it is for real, right?
That is. Those are the guys that set up Jussie Smollett.
It is.
No,
They
it's
did.
not.
That's what wow.
They are podcasters from the UK.
They also do. Everybody got podcasts.
Okay. So
Thanks to WTF. Thanks to fucking Alex Media. Everybody got podcasts.
okay.
That's the Jussie Smollett podcast
So
right
the question is, was Andrew being racist
innocent,
here?
by the way.
I've never seen this clip. Let's play it.
You just
glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up, his tattoos, glows up, bro.
Yeah, I like that. I
Glows the
like
fuck up.
that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their
Nah,
hair.
bro, white guys with black girlfriends,
They grow a
they
beard
step their
because
dick
there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
Alex going crazy.
That's not me.
Alex going
That's
crazy.
the other guy.
I think
That's the
the
other
black
guy.
girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white
do they
girls?
have-
Yeah.
No, keep
wow.
playing.
Okay. What's your favorite?
He said what?
No, keep playing.
Keep playing.
We love them all.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We love them all. Yeah.
That means white.
Yo, who gets
that means what?
Hey, let me do the US translation.
Kendrick fans? Get him!
Wait a minute.
They cut the best
You
part.
said Kendrick
I've never
fans.
seen this before.
Well, at the very, very end, he says, Kendrick fans, get him.
Oh, I did not know you said that.
Oh, my little rascals hurt.
No, wait a minute. Time out.
I didn't know my little rascals hurt.
Time out.
Hey, Kendrick.
Stop with the lap jokes. That's not funny.
My little rascals hurt.
The black jokes. That's a black joke?
I said the lap jokes. He keep acting like he a little kid. Sit on my lap.
Oh,
Rascal.
listen. I've
He's
never
my little kid.
I've never heard this clip. Right?
I
I've
didn't
never
hear
heard
you
this
say
clip.
the Kendrick
But
part.
This
I
guy
can't believe
This is one of the best.
I know.
I can't believe. I can't believe that y'all have heard this clip before and just realizing him saying Kendrick's name is probably the reason Kendrick said what he said on the record. I've never heard this clip before.
I never heard you say Kendrick at the end.
You've never heard?
I didn't hear him say Kendrick at the end.
I forgot I said that. I was talking about a different Kendrick. I was talking about Kendrick Perkins.
I've never seen the clip. I've never seen the clip.
Why would he assume I'm talking about him?
No, I've never seen the clip, but you go, Kendrick fans.
Kendrick Perkins, the NBA analyst, the great center to play. Why does everybody assume it's always about them? That's the craziest thing. So hold on, I'm talking about a completely different Kendrick.
No,
this
you're
narcissist.
not. No, you're not.
Puts me in his album so he can have a #1 album.
Swear on your daughter.
I swear on my daughter.
That
I was talking about Kendrick. I was talking about Kendrick. I swear I was talking about Kendrick. I'm talking about Kendrick.
Lamar, swear on your daughter.
I swear I'm talking about Kendrick. What did I say? Kendrick.
No, look at me. Kendrick Lamar, swear on your daughter.
I don't know who Kendrick Lamar is. I don't know who that is. I have no clue who Kendrick Lamar is. I don't even like how you add an extra R's in that word. I don't like that.
Now listen, I am obviously biased in this situation towards black women. But listen to me. Why are you look confused?
I'm listening.
I'm on your side.
I'm listening.
Taylor, you a star. You don't got to put up with that. Yo, we're in a #1 album, Taylor. Me and you. I want
to ask the black women in the room, because I'm not the person to ask about this because I don't get easily offended. Is that offensive?
If I didn't know... Oh, shoot. Not bad.
Damn, Taylor just...
Because it sounds to me...
Taylor just played a video on herself talking. That was crazy. Taylor, that was one of the craziest things. You were about to start talking, and then you're like, nah, this shit ain't... She said, cut my mic.
Because to me, this is what it sounded like. It sounded like you were making jokes about black men.
Well, yeah, I was making fun of those two guys. They were clearly pretending.
How?
And I could see what people say you might have been reinforcing the stereotype of
yes, black women.
Black women being angry.
Yes.
But the jokes were to black men.
I didn't even know that was a stereotype.
Black men.
Andrew.
I just thought you were angry. I didn't know it was like a whole black woman thing. I just thought it was a you to me thing. And I thought that's how you show love. You brought pie for me today. Did you not? Did you not?
Oh Lord, not the pie.
Did I not know that the pie was coming in today?
I brought it for everybody.
But did I not know it was coming in?
In celebration of Kendrick Lamar dropping.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm celebrating too. Pause.
How many pies have you bought today? Taylor, why do you keep playing?
Sorry.
Take her computer, yo. No. The joke, I hate explaining jokes. I don't even want to explain it. But
don't explain it. I don't want you to explain it. I'm not even joking. Because I think that jokes don't need to be explained.
Why?
Because it's a joke.
But let me just say.
Wait, you're not a black woman, so you're not going to get offense to it.
But it's still a joke.
But the joke...
So I'm a freedom of speech person. The same way I think Kendrick has the right to say whatever he wants on his records.
Yes.
I think comedians have the right to say whatever they want on stage. Now, you're not free from the consequences of whatever you say, whatever those things are. And you're not free from people being offended by them. But I will always be here for everybody's right to say whatever the fuck it is they want to say.
I think that's fine, but he wasn't on stage. He's on a podcast, so it's conversational. So out of context, if you aren't familiar with his style, that could definitely be offensive.
If I'm being honest with you, I totally agree. Somebody who doesn't know who I am and they're just seeing a guy on a podcast that they might not even know is a comedy podcast.
White guy.
Especially a white guy.
On a podcast.
Now, if it's a white guy with a bunch of white people, I would be like, oh, this is really fucked up. But I think if the white guy is there with two black guys.
But it's because they MAGA.
Three. What?
Aren't they MAGA? Or that was Jussie made that up?
No, Jussie made that up.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because they're not. They're from Nigeria. They actually DM'd
But does it help that two black guys are there not even defending?
Three black guys. Alex is black, but it's great that you don't see that.
Alex is Puerto Rican.
It's really interesting. It's really interesting that you don't see that. And I've had enough. I've had enough of black men going through this, not being seen, not being able to hold space.
He's also half Spanish.
Okay?
He's half Spanish.
Defying gravity.
He's half Spanish. He's not full. No offense. I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Damn.
That's
that was
great.
Alex. I mean, Alex, I'll be honest with you. She called you the N-word.
That's right. That's what I heard.
Like a black woman telling a black man that they not cool, that's like, whoa.
Wait, she ain't say that.
What?
No, she ain't say that. No. She did not say that.
What you say?
No.
I literally say he's half black. That's it.
Oh, where the fuck I heard that from?
Nigga.
Whoa!
Wow.
Y'all getting too uncomfortable with that word. There's white people here.
I'm not
We can't talk like that around these crackers, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna get too comfy.
Yo.
You start talking like that around these crackers and they start making jokes. They try to make people laugh.
What else did
They try to
Kendrick say?
brighten
But
someone's
them guys
day.
sitting on the couch.
He
with you didn't
also-
make it any better.
Kendrick said, no, go back, scroll down, Taylor.
It's a joke
This is-
on
he
a
said
comedy
this is the last
podcast.
Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law.
This looks like a joke.
Oh,
It looks
God,
like
Taylor.
What are you talking about? We're all
antagonizing.
laughing.
The line.
We're all laughing at it. Everybody in the room is laughing at
No,
the joke.
them niggas look awkward and didn't know what to say. Like, yeah. No,
Go back and see if they're not laughing.
This is the last part.
The reason why I
Who
think
are those guys? That's
I'm gonna tell you who they are.
okay.
Crazy.
But you have to
Why is it crazy? I'm just the first I'm hearing about any of this.
Alright.
you have to believe me when I tell you.
Okay.
Oh God.
God.
It just sounds like a lie already. Go ahead.
Why does it gotta be a lie?
ahead.
It's not a lie.
I don't want you to make a
journalistic podcast.
Yeah.
I don't want you to make a joke about me, so I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm not. I would never make a joke about a black woman.
That is so funny. No, I'm gonna tell you why that's so funny. That's what's gonna
Charlamagne, check your
be.
mic.
Listen, that's gonna be happening to Andrew for the rest of his life now.
But what is that?
Black women come around. I don't want you to make a joke about me. That's like Karenish. It is Karenish,
Yes,
yo.
it is.
It's like,
Kung Fu Karen is definitely a real person now.
Don't make a joke about me, Andrew. If you're a black woman, I don't want you to make a joke
I don't
about
want you to
me.
make a joke about
But
me.
she's not the Karen. The Karen is the person calling it out.
Nah, I don't think it's
Bro,
anything
stop
wrong.
it. If you were with your group
You called
of,
him out first.
I wasn't talking about that Kendrick.
Yes,
He's
you
standing up for
were.
his fans.
Stop.
I was talking about
God's
Kendrick
watching
Perkins.
you
He's
lie.
standing up for his fans. You called him out first.
The Kendrick
I don't think Kendrick does this line if you don't say his name in this viral clip.
Yes.
Wait a minute, let me think about that. So you think it got to him? So you think he watches Flagrant? You think he's a
See,
fan?
When he saw that clip,
And do you think he was hurt that one of his favorite comedians said something about his fans?
Kendrick does have a great sense of humor. That is a fact. He has
Does
a great
he?
sense of, no, he does. He has a great sense of humor.
How so?
That's why he's doing the show with the creators of South Park.
No, they have a great sense of humor.
No,
That's why he hired them.
He has a great sense of humor.
Listen,
You don't know much about Kendrick.
listen, the guy who
Euphoria is hilarious.
the guy who
Euphoria
does
is hilarious.
Not Like Us is hilarious. These are funny ass records. What do you say with the Sexy Red line?
What is it?
When I see
What
you
is
with
it?
Sexy Red, I think you see two bad bitches.
That's funny.
I think you got real competition. You might pop an ass with him. Like he's a funny guy. Kendrick
when I see you with
What
sex,
is
I
it,
got
the
two
braids?
bad bitches. Oh,
What is it, the braids?
About Drake?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that funny.
That
Yo,
shit's
shut
funny.
up.
Yo, pedophilia is funny to y'all?
Yo, shut up.
Let's talk about that though. This is a good. No, this is a good place to be.
This is a good place to
It's
be.
a good place to be.
Where's
right?
Kendrick?
Because we're having a
I
conversation.
want to put him on my shoulders for this conversation. and
None
just
of us
walk him
believe
around.
what we're saying, but let's talk about it.
Just put him right, hoist him up real quick.
We know
Give
pedophilia
him some
is
fruit
not
snacks.
funny, but people have made so many jokes about it throughout our lifetime,
Jokes are funny.
right?
No.
Remember Saturday night? I can name ones. I'm not even gonna go to the familiar ones that are about the R. Kellys of the world or even Drake. Let's talk about The Rock on SNL when they were all making the world's scariest inventions. We can put the clip in. And what did he make? A child molesting robot on SNL,
Yeah.
right? And everybody thought it was funny. They chuckled. I mean, of course, people also got offended as well.
Hold on. How old's the robot?
It's a good observation.
I'm just saying, if you just made it, it's
But I'm
younger
not-
than the kid. Like the kid is molesting the robot. Like, what are we talking about right now? It's a child molested robot.
You
Like
gotta-
a child is
listen,
molesting it.
He's not wrong when he's like,
I can't stand shows.
MAGA!
like
I don't like how they tried to repurpose MAGA to mustard.
Play this clip.
I don't like how they trying to do that, bro.
play the clip. Look at this. Because it's just everybody's a hypocrite. Everybody contradicts themselves.
Yes. You can make jokes
Where's
about
the audio?
Doesn't matter.
Now you don't play
It's
the
okay.
audio.
It's okay.
We're going to insert the audio.
Yeah.
This is the
Point
Rock.
Hi guys. My name is Roy, and and for the most evil invention in the world contest, I invented a child molesting robot.
I beg your pardon, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll speak up. It's a robot that is designed to molest children, and I call it Robo Chomo. You see, it's powered by solar rechargeable fuel cells, and it costs pennies to manufacture. And it can, theoretically, molest twice as many children as a human molester in, quite frankly, half the time.
Point is this. We appreciate jokes about everything. Some people get offended. People are allowed to get offended. They're allowed to have their feelings hurt. All these things are allowed to happen, but we're allowed to make jokes. And in my opinion, everyone gets these jokes. I've traveled around the entire world making fun of people, and they come out specifically to my shows, every different race, religion, culture, to be made fun of.
Right.
So this idea that like there's one singular protected group, in my opinion, once there's a protected group, it either means we think more or less of that group than everybody else. And once one is protected, now jokes become racist. Because now it means either you think less of everyone else so you can make fun of them, or you think less of that group so you don't make fun of them. And I don't feel that way. So everybody gets the jokes, every topic gets the jokes, and I'll stand on that till the day I die. I mean, this is what I do for a living. And I think it's corny when people try to police jokes in the pseudo-protection of women when you've done songs with people who've beat the shit out of women. So it's like, are you protecting women?
Oh, hold on now.
Exactly.
That's a very alleged. Okay.
No, it's not.
How is it not alleged?
Dre.
Because Drake said it?
Drake's
No, Dre. Dr. Dre.
Oh.
You got Drake coming out on the stage. You got Chris Brown. Like, come on, what I don't like is when we're gonna draw a line, like when you are protecting women, and also you just protecting women from white comedians' jokes. Hey, black comedians, say whatever you want about black women. That's totally fine with me. But white comedians, I'll protect you from that. Oh, what a noble cause.
Well, you had to put white on it because you said Kendrick fans go.
No, he had to put white on it because that's what gets the views. That's what creates. That's what gets the views. Yeah.
No, I mean there is something to that because I mean it did create a conversation. Immediately. It created a conversation immediately. This is my only thing with all of this stuff.
The
right?
biggest combo that came out of this album drop, outside of people really enjoying the music, and there are some fucking great. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be a hater. There's some fucking awesome songs on it. Like I've listened to it.
This isn't the biggest conversation that came from the album. Maybe on your timeline.
No. What's the bigger one?
The Lil Wayne one.
A lot of stuff, yeah. The Lil Wayne stuff, yeah.
I'm just telling you, no.
No, a lot of stuff.
I'm just telling you, no.
The reincarnated conversation.
What's the reincarnated one?
that was fantastic. He did
Tupac's.
He did past life regression therapy.
Okay.
And he did a whole song. I can't
That
wait to it. He did a whole.
That shit is so.
Song.
Get off my lap.
He did a whole.
If I
song
found out,
about
I kick him
past
right
life.
off my lap. I go, you sit right there. Sit down. Play with your toys.
Kung Fu Kid Eagle.
I know, he
play
gonna
with
fuck
your
you up.
fucking toys. Play with your fucking toys.
Stop.
Why I have to
Bro,
stop?
you're being actually mad disrespectful.
What is he gonna do
But
if I want to?
time out.
If I want to make out with him, what is he gonna do? Charlamagne, be honest.
You have a daughter. Why you talking about making out with a nigga?
Because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for your family.
Oh, so you agree that he was a nigga?
You gotta do what you gotta do for your
Hold on. Taylor just
You
fucked
hear
my
what I just
mind up.
said?
Hold on. Taylor just fucked my brain all the way. You got a daughter. Why you making out with a nigga?
Yeah.
Why are you talking about making out? Yeah, you have a whole wife.
Gay people have kids too.
You're absolutely right. But are you
Well,
married
who's
to
gay in this situation?
You.
He's the one making back out with me. I'm doing it as a threat.
Here's the thing.
He's the one doing it for love
I don't have a problem with
and
none of
passion.
it. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't have a problem with none of it. Because Kendrick can say what he wants.
No, you're right. I'm not
And
saying
he can't control how Schulz responds. And Schulz can't control how Kendrick responds if Kendrick responds again. That's just the way the world
He's
is.
not going to respond again because he didn't mention your name.
Exactly, he knows better. What he should say is he wasn't talking about me. That'd be the safest
no,
thing
you're
for
not
him.
worth. You're not worth the
What
mention.
if we end up in a room
You're not
together?
worth the mention.
And I put his feet in there.
He's saying you're not worth the mention.
What if I put his feet in there? What if I put his feet in there?
You want him to slap the shit out of you.
How is he gonna do that? Whose shoulders he gonna stand on?
They're gonna fuck you up.
Stop playing.
No. I believe his team will fuck me up.
Like, stop.
I believe his people will fuck me up. I believe I am not a tough guy.
Kendrick will wash you.
I know. Kendrick will
He's
wash
a
you.
20-degree black belt, Schulz.
Listen, all right.
There's still weight classes, y'all.
So what?
Kendrick will definitely wash you, Alex.
No,
Hey,
He dissed you in the song too.
son, he's invoking violence. He said slide on everybody on me.
Violence on a black man and another black man. But did he invoke any violence on a white man?
Taylor said he's not a black man.
He can only say nig. But Charlamagne said that.
He said, don't let your white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. I know Alex Media worked for them.
Yo, but
I love how you running from this smoke, Charlie. You know he talking about you too, but you running. You is running scared, boy.
Why would he be talking about me?
Son,
I wasn't on the couch with him and the two guys that stood up Jussie Smollett.
You've been next to this guy for over 10 years.
That was good. I like how you made it very clear that you were not on.
Hey, Charlamagne, I don't think
Here's my thing. I agree that if you're a comedian, you have I don't want to say license because that's not the right word, but you have the license to make jokes about any and everybody. Since when do we police comedians? And by the way, if you don't like the jokes, you have every right to say it. You can rap about it, you can protest about it, you can be offended, you can tweet about it, you can do all of that shit. If Andrew was a person who only was constantly making jokes about one group of people, it would be different.
100%.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
don't get me wrong, there are people who call themselves comedians that oftentimes use it as a smokescreen to just say some really fucked up, dumb, shitty jokes that are probably racist or hateful.
Yeah.
And that sucks, and that's just bad comedy. But if you're being honest, like if we're all sitting here being honest, and anybody even online that knows anything about me is being honest, you don't believe that.
You're equal opportunist.
Exactly. It's like you've seen me make fun of everybody, and not only do I make fun of everybody, I'm going to your house to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like when I made
What do they don't believe about you?
what's that?
What are you saying? Like they don't believe what?
That I'll have sex with Kendrick if he wants
Man,
that.
shut the fuck up.
No, he's gonna get sexed up.
The fuck
if he,
up.
because what he's doing is he's flirting. He's doing. It's called what is it? What are those pickup guys? Say it again, because I don't want to say it on this podcast.
Negging.
Okay, yeah. And it's like he's trying to like insult me to make me attracted to him. It's like, yo, it's working, and you might get it.
Why do you think he's
You
gay?
might get it. You might get it, pumpkin.
Why
You might get it, pumpkin.
Why are
I
you
think
trying?
two things can be true at the same time. You guys are all entitled to say what you want in regards to being offended
But
or
you
liking.
can't, but
or
you
not
got to deal with the
liking.
consequences.
But
of
you
it.
got to deal with the consequences,
And at
which
the
is
same-
it turns me on.
Yo,
So that's just what it's gonna be. Is what it's gonna be.
This is why you shouldn't joke with white comedians.
no, don't
It's
joke with
different
What
Andrew.
type of shit they gonna do?
It's Andrew. Not, I don't think it's all white comedians. It's really just Andrew.
It's really all comedians. They're gonna make a joke out of anything.
But
that's their job.
But Nyla, that's their exactly.
Like, how you upset
all I'm
about them
saying.
doing their
I'm
job?
not upset.
He's
but I
not
feel
upset.
Like,
He wasn't talking about me. He wasn't
well,
talking
he didn't
about
say
me.
your name, Ben. He
This
was
is hard for me to
definitely
process
talking
because
about
I've never heard about any of this shit till the moment.
This motherfucker.
I didn't hear about
you,
any of it.
son.
I
Me
didn't even,
neither.
when I heard the song, I didn't even
You
think
came in
Andrew.
and said, "Play my song."
They told me today. I'm worried about my special that we taped over the weekend. Thank you so much, everybody who came out. Coming up on Netflix soon. I'm just
How many
saying,
people
I'm
gonna be
worried
offended
about
by
that.
the special?
Who? A decent amount. No, actually, you've seen it. I think.
Seen it. That's why I love this material because this material, whatever you think you're going to get from Andrew Schulz, you're not going to get.
I think that's a good.
It is very self-deprecating.
Yeah.
You talk about
In
Kendrick?
a great way.
Yeah, I
You made me
I just
cry.
went through a very.
See that? And that's why he's going to win an Emmy. But I doubt it because the liberals aren't going to allow it.
They probably won't, but that's okay. I'm not doing it for that. But it's yeah. I've made
If
fun
all
of-
is fair, Andrew Schulz wins an Emmy. If all is fair and there's no bias, nobody's upset, because of Trump being on flagrant or whatever the fuck it is, or they heard Andrew's an offensive comedian who offends everybody. If everything's fair, he wins the Emmy for this.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I've been saying that for months. I've seen it twice already.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and if whatever, if it happens, that's great. If it doesn't happen, I'm very grateful that I even got to put it out. And yeah, it was really cool. Worked really hard. I think, I don't know, I've made fun of people around the world for my whole life, and this is a good time for them to laugh at something I went through and my wife went through, and us trying to have a little baby and having some difficulty with that. So yeah, so I think
You
this
should
is.
put me in it.
Say again?
You should put my line.
I
in it.
know, you killed me. Oh my God, when I was at my lowest moment, bro, she stomped on
No
me.
reason.
She stomped
I mean,
me.
before
But
people
what
even
I
knew,
say?
people didn't even know your wife was pregnant.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah,
Remember?
she wasn't.
Yeah, we were still
y'all were
struggling
trying.
so hard, doing everything to get pregnant. And she said, I was like, yeah, I could beat you in a race. And she was like, yeah,
But
I'm
look,
faster than your sperm can
And
swim.
that's why Kendrick said, "Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman," because that's what happened.
Yeah, but he was giving me advice.
That's a good perspective.
He was just like, yo, he's looking out for me.
That's the smartest thing you've ever said on this podcast.
Shut the hell up.
That is.
Now-
that was a great perspective.
Now
that
that-
is a reason.
Now you hit me up after that line because my family was going through it.
Yeah.
And
What, the Kendrick line?
No, he hit me
Kendrick
up
fucked
after
up the family?
after the Taylor.
Kendrick made the house hot?
After the Taylor line.
Oh.
Yeah. And it made the house hot. I had to explain to my wife who Kendrick Lamar is.
That's not true.
I swear to God. She goes,
Really?
I swear to God, she has no clue. White people don't really know Kendrick. I know it sounds crazy, but they don't really know Kendrick that much.
I don't
They
believe
do.
that.
do.
They don't.
He has such
They
a
don't.
big white fan base.
Because he
that.
brings them on stage to say the N-word. It's like a fun
Shut
experience.
up.
That's the only reason.
Shut
No,
up.
it's. I'm telling you, in white
Happened
circles,
one time.
in white circles,
one time.
in white circles, it's a thing that white people talk about. They're like, yo, we gotta get those Kendrick tickets. We get to say the word. He's gonna bring us on stage. This is our chance.
Yo, Kendrick, you see what you did?
Kendrick, come over here, comb my hair, yo. Kendrick, come over here.
Kendrick gonna fuck you up. Kung Fu Kendrick
Just
gonna fuck you
Kendrick.
up.
Just Kendrick.
No.
Not his team.
No.
Not his security.
You gotta deal with all
Not
the
his
PG
security.
Lang.
No.
You gotta deal
You
with all
see
the
what I'm
PDs.
wearing?
I'm scared of them. I'm scared of them.
No.
I am not tough. I am
No.
not
You
a tough
anywhere,
guy.
I'm gonna go-
I am not a tough guy.
No.
You gotta check in LA now. Stop.
I'm not a tough guy. I'm just letting everybody know I'm not a tough guy. But
Extortion your middle name as soon as you hop off that plane, bitch.
I'll snuggle. Why'd you call me bitch? Yo,
Part of the song.
he called you that word that rhymes with noon.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
called you that right
He's
to
talking
your
about
face.
Alex Media.
No,
and
he's talking about
He told
Charlamagne.
people to
the
slide
two
on you.
twins that helped Jussie Smollett lie to the world.
He might have talked about them
Let me
too.
see. Let me read it.
Yeah, read that again,
did
bro.
anybody reach out to you and be like, hey, you know,
Oh, can
you
I
said
just-
this?
No, this is
Can I just say one thing?
this is why I think you're talking about Alex.
Real
This
quick,
one
just
line.
real quick,
Okay,
real
okay.
quick. One thing. You asked me like, yo, do you want to cut that line? Because you were looking out for me. You know, we were really going through it. And I said what I said to you.
You said it was funny. Just tweak some of it because people didn't know your wife was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I really
Which
think,
is the reason I
Hold on,
would've
hold on,
cut-
real
You
quick.
wanted to keep the majority. in.
I said keep the line. Just
Yeah.
don't let them know that we're struggling to get paid.
I said
exactly,
take the line
yeah.
out
And you were saying, and I said keep it in. It's a
Not 'cause
funny
of you.
joke. Oh,
because of your wife.
yes,
Exactly.
And that's what people got to realize about jokes. When you're making a joke of that magnitude, it's
There's
not
other
really
people
just about
affected.
That's
Exactly,
right.
yeah.
my wife
That's
is
right.
pissed off right now.
Yeah.
What, the tail of the line?
No, because I've been talking about maybe fornicating with Kendrick, and that's something that makes her feel uncomfortable. She don't want this love getting spread around.
So what's the
She don't
line?
want this love getting spread
What's the line
around.
about Alex?
Oh, he said the N-words that coon, but that's not the line. It's the N-words that's being groomed.
That's a little weird.
But that's why I think he's talking about you.
But that's weird.
How you getting groomed? He's a
Yeah.
40-year-old man. He's 50 years
Hey,
old.
hey.
He's 70-year-old man.
He's so close to get your nails done.
He's going back to his bag of tricks.
That's what he's talking about.
She gets one good one to show.
She's right, though. She's right. It's I think he's talking about you with the groom thing.
God, Kendrick has so many Easter eggs in his
He
music.
did say slide on both
Oh, he's got
of them,
so
though.
many secrets in there,
He said
guys.
slide
Let's
on
figure
both
them
of them.
out.
Who's the both of them?
You and you.
Yep.
He's trying to tell people
I
to
wasn't
slide
there.
on you, but you were there in spirit.
I didn't even hear about it the other day. I didn't even hear about it.
He did. You just talked about it all
it's
on Breakfast
really
Club.
sad.
You just talked about it on all your platforms, but
Yeah.
you didn't hear it.
I never talked about this because I never heard about it.
You know what he said to me? But he didn't say anything. He said, "Good luck with your Netflix special." He said, "I'm looking out for you. I'm praying for you. I hope it goes great." That's what he said to me. That's what a good friend says to me. You know what you said to me?
Yep.
We got a hit.
All right, anyways.
Ever ate Cap'n Crunch and proceeded to pour water in it? Pulled over by the law, you riding dirty? No, you can't argue with them, then make it to be a star, bare your soul, and put your heart up in it.
First of all, back up. Nobody got the name brand cereal and no milk. You got the bootleg cereal and no milk, but nobody got the name brand cereal and no milk. This motherfucker is fake. He be making shit up.
Kendrick is not fake.
Nobody's parents is too broke to have
No.
milk and letting you grab
No.
the Cap'n Crunch.
Kendrick is not fake. He's the realest. He actually probably could only afford one.
Taylor going through it right now. You're doing the
How?
math because you're doing the math.
I'm-
No,
That's a
No,
fake
I'm
one.
not.
Or you can only afford one. You can afford either the
Nobody
the
buys
name
cereal
brand
without milk,
cereal,
Charlamagne.
Or you can't afford the milk to go with it.
Charlamagne,
You always go with the milk.
you always get the milk, please. Do not let me teach you
Wait,
how to
why
be
would you go
broke.
with the milk? Because if you go with the cereal, you can eat it like chips.
It's a good snack. Cap'n Crunch is a great snack.
But he's
And
putting water
preferably
in
He's
it.
putting water in it. He's talking
Yo.
about putting
But
water
I'm
in
saying
it.
so
it's
crazy.
2 in 1. You can do the water in the cereal, or you can just do cereal separate like it's chips.
They be capping for this
Yo,
guy
it-
so
it
hard.
is.
It's crazy.
You Cap'n
Who we
Crunch.
capping for? Who we capping
That
for?
is
Now
so
I get
good.
Drake a little where he's
Yeah.
like, anything he says is genius.
Yeah.
He fucked up.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Why don't you
I got
believe
the,
him?
I got the Tiffany's bracelet, but I'm too poor to have my nails painted.
Well, if you're rapping though, you gotta say Cap'n Crunch. Because you can't say you ever ate no name brand cereal. Like, you know what I mean?
He's a Pulitzer Prize winner. He could find something.
He could have just said
Yeah.
regular cereal. The Cap'n Crunch slaps though.
Yeah, that's the best one.
You ever ate Captain Crunch and
goes
proceeded to pour
hard,
water
bro.
in it?
Captain Crunch.
Time
goes
out though.
hard.
We're assuming this is about poverty. Maybe he just likes to eat Captain Crunch with water. He didn't say he has to do
You ever
it.
ate Captain Crunch
And proceeded to pour water in it.
Wow.
Because milk ain't no good for you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
He's probably lactose.
If you're worried about not having milk, then you definitely shouldn't be having Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
It's full of sugar.
I'm still getting over you saying eat cereal like chips.
It's a snack.
It's the most accurate description, but I've never thought about it like
It's a
that.
complete snack.
But it
You never
literally
did that?
is like
Cereal is a
Everybody,
complete-
just
You
with the
never
box
ate
and
cereal plain?
No, of course I've eaten it plain, but I never made the analogy to chips.
Bro, cereal's a snack. Even
But
if you
it's the
put
same
almond milk
act.
on it and eat it at 12 o'clock at night when you high, it's a snack.
Yeah.
Who eats cereal for breakfast?
A
Children.
lot of people.
Children. It is a good thing.
So listen.
I'm so glad I could inspire this, man.
So listen, as a person who's just catching up on all of this, I believe in everybody's right to freedom of speech, but you're not right. You're not just because you got freedom of speech doesn't mean that you avoided the consequences of that speech. Are people being offended? It all comes with the territory. So
absolutely.
My only advice to everybody in this situation, if I was Andrew, I wouldn't have any black woman jokes in the special just because you don't want to prove people right.
People are asking me like, are you going to mention Kendrick? And I was like, why would I? Like this, my art piece has nothing to do with him. I'm not going to put him in this thing that's going to last forever. I mean, I'm very honored that he did that with me, but I would never do that with him.
Here's the thing about Kendrick, and Kendrick is having a banner year.
Yeah.
Probably, I've been alive a long time. This is probably one of the best years I've ever seen a solo artist have in hip hop. And I know people, I keep seeing the meme, everybody's saying, well, who had the best year? Was it DMX in this year? Like, I think it was DMX's first year, 50 Cent's first year, Snoop Dogg's first year.
50's first year was crazy.
But I'll tell you why this is different.
Crazy.
I'll tell you why this is different and why it's more impressive. Because this isn't Kendrick's first year.
Okay.
That new artist hype, you always gonna be white. It's easy to have that white hotness when you're the new thing.
I think it's a really great.
But when you've been around 15 years like Kendrick has, you on your what, 5th album? That's a good point. And you've done what he's done, a battle with the big dog, a battle with the guy who was at the top of the game, right?
Look at him.
You took him out. Then you deliver a stellar album. Now you got the Super Bowl coming in February. You're going to win a Grammy for Not Like Us. Then you got your show with the South Park creators
Schulz
coming out in the
collab.
spring.
Schulz, the Schulz collab, crazy.
This is different. Like, to me, this is the best year I've ever seen a solo artist have in
I think
hip-hop.
your argument about like doing it later in your career is much harder.
Yes.
And I think that's a really great point.
It's like why people give Bron the GOAT status now, even though I don't believe he is.
I understand what
But
you're saying.
because he's
Doing it
been-
at 40, you have to give credit.
different.
Yeah. And to have this much of a breakout, this much of a splash.
Tom Brady going to win a Super Bowl with the Bucks.
No, you're right. I
Out of
think that
all
makes
of
sense.
the Patriots Super Bowls he won, when I think of the 7 Super Bowls, I'm like, man, that Bucks one is a big
It wasn't this big, but this kind of reminds me a little bit of what was the Nas album? They had one mic. It had,
Stillmatic.
Remember when Nas dropped Stillmatic? And it was like, it's not like Nas ever fell off, but it was like this fucking.
It was a resurgence.
It was a resurgence.
Yeah.
It was like, that's why he's my favorite rapper. It was just, it felt like every song was incredible, and it felt like it justified why people have been diehard Nas fans for so long. And I feel like that maybe this is similar to that, in that all the people
Because he don't drop like that.
I'll tell you, Andrew's not wrong with what he's saying about his Nas comparison, but what makes the Kendrick thing even more impressive is because Kendrick has never had a moment where he's fell off. There was a moment where they were saying that was Nas's resurgence. That was his comeback, right?
Yeah.
Kendrick has never had that. Kendrick literally comes and goes as he pleases. He fucks shit up and leave every single time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're like joking around that kind of stuff, but in all seriousness, like, it's a phenomenal. He's put out phenomenal work.
He's got 5 classics.
Well, okay.
Maybe
Magic calling it.
6 really. What are you talking about? Section 80 classic.
Hold on. Nyla has a point.
Well, I was gonna say 2 things. One, I was gonna say to the comment about Kendrick's never falling off is that I think it just depends on if you're actually a fan. Because people who aren't Kendrick fans,
I can see
like,
that.
not every project he makes is for everybody. So
what's the bad project though? Even if it's not for everybody, what's the bad project?
I'm not saying it's a bad project. I'm just saying.
I understand what you're saying. It's not ubiquitous. It doesn't translate everywhere. It's not like
that's every artist.
Yeah, but there are certain people that have a larger bandwidth than others. And
so some people would write it off, like, oh, this isn't my type.
Which one was that?
Or it's too. People have gave negative feedback
People
to a
didn't
lot
like
of
the big
projects.
steppers.
Which one though?
Butterfly got mad and
won Grammy, mad Grammy.
Yeah, but-
I'm not saying that it's not good.
And that's a classic album.
I understand what she's saying though, which is people are going to enjoy it and his fans might really enjoy it, but they haven't had the universal success that this year has. Like these songs right here. He's never had anything this big, Charla.
She's just saying everyone else.
Do y'all realize?
Stop talking over black women, bro.
Kendrick Lamar.
Stop talking over black women, yo.
Kendrick Lamar has
That's
the
law.
number.
I'm with you.
Listen. Kendrick Lamar has the #2 highest grossing tour of any rap solo artist
nobody
ever.
is taking away.
Worldwide.
Nobody is taking away Kendrick's accolades.
$110 million it grossed.
But sure,
nobody
you're not listening to what she's saying.
Nobody is taking away Kendrick accolades. We all like Kendrick in this room. What I'm saying is that it's just not for everybody.
Sure, but nothing is for everybody.
Okay, but
J. Cole ain't for everybody as much as you want him to be.
And actually, that was gonna be my.
What does it feel like to have someone listen to you like when I listen to you?
Thank you.
Do you feel seen? I'm holding space for you because what you say is important and I understand
Honestly,
everything.
you have to do that until you get off of punishment from the internet. But
you're on a punishment on the internet?
I was told I just got to listen to Black Woman for 3 weeks. That's
Yo,
it. And then I'm
shut
back. That's
law?
what they said. That's law. That's my punishment. I got a misdemeanor. I got 3 weeks of listening. So anything y'all got to say, y'all right.
What I'm saying to that is that there's always going to be somebody out there who didn't necessarily love it.
Preach, queen. Preach, queen. Yes. Yes. Yes, queen. Yes. Serving. You're serving. You are served that.
I do think it's
Serve
interesting
that.
he's having
Who?
Cole is doing like an anniversary.
How we got on Cole?
Why we talking about?
You always want to make everything about Cole.
You always want to make
talk
everything about J.
Kendrick.
Cole.
Just brought up Cole.
Who did?
He did.
I didn't say nothing about J. Cole.
You just said, anyway,
You guys are racist, all of you. All of y'all are racist.
Cole is celebrating the
What are you eating over
10-year
there?
anniversary.
Stop talking over black women. See, this is why people think you make too many jokes about black women.
She's eating Chester cheese fries.
She's over here.
She's over here eating Chester cheese fries. We'll do a whole podcast. This girl getting the mic orange.
Okay, Nyla,
You
go
know
ahead.
what I mean? What's happening,
Okay, go
Nyla? Shit. Shit.
All right.
God
Cole
damn.
is celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Force.
No one fucking can. No, I'm just joking. I love him, and I think he's a great guy.
Okay, but at the same time, we look at somebody like Kendrick who's announcing a tour with SZA, and it's like, damn, from people from the same era and just seeing that one is celebrating nostalgia versus another one who's really like hitting a stride
Well,
right
Cole
now.
has no point. He has no.
Yeah.
He has to celebrate nostalgia. Cole is
He
doing.
does not have to celebrate
Cole
nostalgia.
is doing what I told Drake to do. Because before.
Because he dropped out. You forgot.
Yes, Cole tapped out before Drake did.
He doesn't have
And people
to
remember
Yes, he
that.
does. Yes, he does. Cole tapped out before Drake did. Drake tapped out. Drake been getting his ass kicked for months. Drake should, what I told Drake to do after Not Like Us, is, since you didn't want to engage, disappear, go to Turks and Caicos, live your life for a little while, and let nostalgia bring you back. He tried to do it when he dropped that 100 gigabyte shit, right? He didn't do it in a
What was the point
packaged
of that?
way, the way Cole did. So Cole fell back. And he said, you know what? I'm going to actually give y'all the packaged product that y'all got to pay for, right? So you pay your $10.
I'm mad about that $10, but it's fine. I paid it.
You paid the $10 and now you go down memory lane with Cole, and what do? You think about, damn, this is why I did like Cole. Because Cole had some missteps after the battle. That freestyle, what was that record he put out? Where he was saying he would have won if he would have engaged or some shit like that. But what was that record?
London.
What was it called? I can't remember what it was
That one
called.
was fire. Remember that one?
I can't remember what it was called.
London.
But he put that out and it didn't get the best reception.
Yeah.
So he took a step back again and he said, you know what? Let's recalibrate, whatever the fucking word is. So we're going to put this audio scripted series out, walk people down memory lane. Then I'm going to give them more nostalgia with the Forest Hill Drive 10-year anniversary show. Now Cole back in people's good graces. And he could come out with the fall off next summer.
We don't even want the fall off though. Like, don't give us he can't. Now's not the time to fall off because Kendrick is showing us that y'all still in the game.
That's why you got to wait till next summer. Let the Kendrick wait. Here's the thing. Kendrick's coming out with another album.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Intercourse. What? You gotta have intercourse with him. That's the only way to stop Kenny. You got Drake, no lawsuit. Birthday suit.
We gonna get to that.
Get in your birthday suit and then intercourse.
Sometimes the rappers listen to you too much.
No, that's just a prediction. I was being clairvoyant.
So
listen,
I was being clairvoyant.
Clairvoyant Avon, baby. Clairvoyant Avon. You heard me? Listen, what did you say, Nyla? Go ahead.
Kendrick I have next year, and Cole will have the following.
If I'm Drake and J. Cole, I'm not doing nothing till the Kendrick wave goes away. And it's only gonna go away when Kendrick's ready for it to go away. Because what's gonna happen is this album's #1 album in the country. 7 of the top 10 songs in the country of Kendrick. He's gonna drop another album. The Grammys are gonna come. He's gonna win a Grammy for Not Like Us. He's gonna do the Super Bowl. Then he got his TV show coming with the creators of South Park.
The TV show, I don't feel like will interfere with the music world, though.
But it's gonna keep. It's gonna take Kendrick. Gonna still be Kendrick. It's gonna be big Kendrick everywhere. Big Kendrick every fucking day.
Like when Euphoria dropped in between Drake's projects. Like it still kind of kept Drake up there being talked about because he dropped the album and then Euphoria was a hit and then another hit. So
then he's going on tour and he's performing in Toronto on June 12th. Which I don't agree with, by the way.
Why?
I don't think that he should be doing that.
Why?
Wow, what is it?
Listen, you're talking
What's June 12th about?
It's Father's Day.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's amazing.
Not in Canada, it ain't.
I love him for that.
But it's Father's Day for Kendrick, goddammit.
That's not a...
Well, he American. He don't give a fuck about no other holidays. I'm going there to sun him on his fucking Father's Day. I think June 12th is Father's Day. Look it up.
Wait. I love that.
No, I thought Kendrick's birthday is the 16th.
No, June 12th not Father's Day.
Look it up. I think June 12th is Father's Day, bro.
June 14th is Flag
Yes,
Day.
it's Father's Day.
The 15th.
Well, Father's Day?
Yeah.
Nah, bruh.
No, it was on. Oh, it's not on June 12th. Okay.
Why? Look at you putting sauce for no reason.
I like
why
my
are you getting
story
excited
better.
like that, Charla?
June 15th.
I like my
That
story
would've been
better.
amazing.
June 12th is Father's Day. The internet don't give a fuck. June 12th is Father's Day. And Kendrick's going to perform in Toronto on Father's Day. The Sun Aubrey. But all those jokes aside, I don't think that's a good idea. The reason I don't think it's a good idea, because Drake has proven that he is willing to let his white side flourish in ways that we can't even understand. This lawsuit with, not the lawsuit, but the petition that he's filed with UMG proves that. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
I wouldn't go into a country where this guy is so beloved. It ain't got nothing to do with no street shit. He the type of dude that what I'm seeing now, they'll put stuff in these guys' luggage or some shit like that, or detain them for some dumb shit.
Syrup?
What? I'm just saying.
Maple syrup.
Yeah, maple syrup.
When you are what you are.
What are you trying to smuggle all this maple syrup?
When you gotta try to have him stuck over there.
Yes, when you are what you are to a city, like Drake is to Toronto.
Yeah.
He's all in with the government. People love him there.
I don't think Kendrick could fill the stadium. That's the concern.
Come on, cut it out. You just be saying stuff to say stuff.
But I feel like
It's a stadium.
They said Kendrick
He's
was
been
there.
doing stadiums. He just came out. He's the #2 highest selling solo rap artist.
And you're missing that he's going and he's doing the Super Bowl.
Was a worldwide stadium tour.
He's doing the Super Bowl. How many more fans do you think he's about to get after
Everybody's
that?
talking at the same time.
The Chinese spot.
You said he did what?
He went to the Chinese spot. He was talking about the third verse. And, and
But I don't think they was beefing then, though.
Yes, they were. He said it in the. He said it in the one of the disses.
And then Kendrick went and got something on the menu.
I heard he was a 20-degree black belt.
I heard he was
able to be
talking in
good.
the accent.
I wouldn't go to somebody's country that I've like. Listen, he's wiped his ass with Drake, bro. This wasn't no regular ass kicking, bro. He fucked Drake up.
Drake's reeling.
Yes.
He's reeling.
That is a great word for it.
Yeah,
he's
reeling.
fucked Drake up, right?
Yeah.
To the point where Drake is filing these petitions and all of this shit, which is so wild.
Can you explain that to me? I don't know what the petition thing is.
Because honestly, Drake
You want the which one called like the actual
Drake did
court
well
documents?
in the battle. Like all the records were good.
Yeah.
He just
That's what makes all of this so frustrating. to me.
all the records were good, but you doing this is just like not honorable.
You just lost.
Yeah.
Or just learn to take your L. It's okay. What is wrong with taking an L? You lost.
Fighting back and
He's
losing
not used to it.
is still honorable. Fighting back and suing is like, it's just another level.
He's
of
not
like,
suing though. He filed a petition.
to sue.
Do you want the court documents up? And
Yeah, pull up the
before
court
that, let's go to
Let's do the
ad.
court documents real quick, and then we get to it. Just want to roll right now.
Yes.
All right.
Just Taylor.
So essentially,
the flow of the offense.
It's a petition to get information so he can file a lawsuit.
Basically, but I did. Let's read it. Let's read it verbatim since he's so litigious. God damn, Taylor, not the actual document.
They got the real
That's
documents.
what I say. You want the court document.
Notes, man. Jesus Christ, just type it in.
That's why I asked. Do you want the court documents?
God damn.
My God.
There's news reports everywhere, Taylor. Just type in Drake.
I know.
Put Drake's legal action.
Look at you.
Oh my God.
Which one do you want?
So you had it, Taylor. You had it up.
Yo, shout out to
wants right
Charlamagne
here.
the God opening up his first of 6 crystals. That shit touched me, bro. I hit you back on Instagram about that. I was like, man, I don't know why that hit me differently than anything else. Maybe it's like in my mind, that's what happens when people really make it. They start, you know, like NBA athletes, they own 250 car washes or 500 Whataburgers or something like that. I know it's, I don't know, but there's something about it that made me go, whoa, like he's really rich. That's how I felt. I felt like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where's it at?
Hold on. Check underneath your shirt. No,
No,
underneath
go
your sweater.
get the
Flip from the
You have
inside.
to go
put your
under.
hand underneath your shirt. Al wants to do it.
The N-word that's being groomed.
Yeah.
That was a good flip. Yeah, that was a good flip.
The N-word
Now I'm like, dang, is this about you?
It's about
Did you think it was about you?
it's not
You
sticking
felt
no
it a
more.
little bit.
Come on, groom me, Alex.
Oh my God.
Groom me, baby. Alex just groomed me, y'all. Listen.
I didn't feel.
All right, this is complex. Months after Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Make it big, Taylor, so I can read this shit, please. Thank you very much. Months after Drake and Kendrick Lamar did what? Had a squabble. On Monday, Drake initiated a petition in a Manhattan court against Universal Music Group and Spotify, claiming what, Taylor? Claiming that entities artificially inflated the popularity of Lamar's scathing diss track, Not Like Us, which is up for 5 Grammy nominations. Drake's Frozen Moments LLC is accusing UMG, which also distributes his music, of engaging in an illegal scheme to boost the diss track's numbers, which allegedly included bots and payola are paying radio stations to play a song without disclosing the transaction, according to Variety. Drake is accusing his label of engaging in conduct designed to artificially inflate the popularity of Not Like Us, including by licensing the song at drastically reduced rates to Spotify and using bots to generate the false impression that the song was more popular than it was in reality. The suit is even alleging that tech giant Apple was in on the shenanigans, saying what? On information and belief. The UMG paid or approved payments to Apple Inc. to have its voice-activated digital assistant Siri purposely misdirect users to Not Like Us. What else? Get to the part. What did you say? It instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming service. UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices. The petition continues. It instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwave. The claim carries a heavy accusation that UMG violated the RICO Act.
Woo!
What's the one about the other one, too, where he talks about how they let the song go out? The song about him being called a pedophile. Because he filed 2 petitions. This is the first petition.
But Drake told Kendrick to call him a pedophile. That's what I don't get. Like in the earlier diss, he was trying to Eminem 8 Mile it. He's like, go for it, Kendrick. Say I like little girls or some shit. And then Kendrick was like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
But so you can't sue someone
I have it
for
written
calling you the thing that you told them to call you.
I just think it's whack that you're calling out a system that you have benefited from.
Oh,
But that's why I feel like,
Totally.
do you feel like he's doing this because he really wants to, or do you feel like his hand is being forced in a way that we don't know?
He said it before.
His hand is not being forced. He's just emotional because he lost. Anybody that's trying to make this anything other than Drake's feelings are hurt is a ridiculous human being. And you believe every single conspiracy theory that you see online. Or you just love Drake that much and you're trying to justify.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about this.
Someone we both know.
Drake could win this lawsuit. and it don't matter. He still got his ass kicked. All right? Kendrick fucked him up. There's no taking that W away from Kendrick in any way, shape, or form.
So how does he get it back? What
He don't.
There is no getting
What is the
it back.
one thing that he got to do?
Nothing. Okay? And,
Well,
and you know what
there's
else?
not one single thing.
Nothing that would make him a freaky ass nigga. He's already a 69 God. Okay? So that would be the worst thing for him to say.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Fight for your life, Drake.
Oh,
Drake, you know what you gotta do. You want to be a 69 God? Flip him. Flip him. And then you put him in a pile driver. What is that wrestling move? The suplex or a pile driver?
Call it the dick ride and kiss everything.
MAGA.
What's wrong with him?
Dick ride and kiss everything.
Dick ride and kiss everything.
Drake.
Boom. Boom. I got the acronym. I'm with you. Boom.
Listen, okay. Dick ride and kill everything. Or dick ride and kiss everything. File
Dick
second
ride and
action
kiss everything.
against UMG alleging defamation over Kendrick Lamar's false
Now
song.
he just got it right now.
Where's it at, Taylor? What's the article? Oh, say right there. Scroll up. The new filing which claims UMG potentially funnel payments.
Hold
What are you
on.
laughing at?
I
yo?
can't.
Ride and kiss everything.
Hold on. You gotta find
Now
out
she
the-
just got. You see how?
Year 26. Year 26.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit, kid. Talk your
Year
shit.
26. And you still kind of
It's what he does. It's what he does.
Okay.
It's effortless. He said it 3 times straight to my face, so I don't understand it. And y'all didn't even get it.
Listen. Okay. Drake is
missed it.
Dick ride and kill everything. Do you get it? Drake, D.R.A.K.E.
Great.
I almost.
I still don't.
Listen.
Do you understand?
That's really what you got to say to Drake Stans.
Wait.
You dick ride and kiss everything.
Dick ride and kiss.
I just came up with that.
He just came up with it.
That was good. That
All
was
of this
good.
stuff.
It was in his, he had him in a pile driver in the
There's a lot of
69.
y'all that like to dick ride and kiss everything.
Boom.
There's a lot of you people out there that love Drake so much that you dick ride and kiss everything.
We both know someone, and he was like, "Well, how do we know that Drake wasn't already filing something already?"
Who said that?
OVO Eli. Oh God.
God. This is what I'm mad nobody's made yet. Where is the picture of a dick like you see in town?
Oh no.
And all of the dick riders and kill everything folks, why y'all don't have them sitting on top of the dick? Eli
Wow.
would be on the dick. Okay? Wow. Why don't we have that yet? The same way Drake was sitting on the tower, I want somebody to make a picture of a dick.
And then
All the dick riders that kiss everythings need to be sitting on the dick. Now, make it bigger, Taylor, pause. On Tuesday, Billboard reported that Drizzy has added a second so-called pre-action petition, a request to account for specific information before a lawsuit is filed. Unlike the first one, which was filed in New York, this one was filed in Texas. Scroll down, Taylor. Specifically, per the outlet, the new petition names. In addition, Drizzy claims that UMC released K-Dot's now Grammy-nominated song despite knowing that the track falsely accused him of being a sex offender. The petition says that the Canadian superstar now has enough evidence to bring a defamation claim against the company. Now, let's talk about all of this. First of all, man, I told y'all 6 months ago he was going to sue because there's no multi-billion-dollar entity that is going to allow you to call them a pedophile and a sex offender, and you ain't got no proof of it, and they not going to sue you. Whether they
Why now? Like the song.
But he told him to do it. Drake said, "Call me that."
It don't matter.
But why now?
Why not now? Now, I don't agree with it. I think it's some bullshit that he's doing it, but why not now? The song just got nominated for 5 Grammys. He's performing it at the Super Bowl. He just put an album out that's #1. He's every motherfucking where. He's like, nah, fuck that.
Can I ask you a question?
Enough.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Let's say Kendrick puts out a song about me making love to him, missionary.
Okay.
Can I sue him? Can I sue him?
No. But you'll be able to assume when he kick your ass. When Kendrick put them hands on you, you better just drop, drop,
honestly,
and roll.
he got one chance. After I nut, there's like 30 seconds where it's like, I have no strength in my body. That's where he got to turn into Kung Fu Kenny.
I'm so disgusted.
No, me too.
Shut up.
I'm disgusted. I'm also disgusted. I'm disgusted.
Listen, it might not even be Kendrick. You.
I know.
I'm scared of everyone else.
Well, they coming.
Exactly.
No.
They ain't coming.
You gotta check it in LA.
No.
Don't do that.
Check in LA.
Don't do that. Listen, I cooperate. I cooperate.
Listen,
I cooperate with the police.
Clairvoyant ain't
I
one.
love police. I got the.
You want to be white?
Oh. I've always. Let me tell you something. I got Trump cell. You listen. Hey.
You gonna call Patel?
You better not forget. Is that it? You better not forget who the president is.
You gonna call Patel?
I might have to call my boy Kash. Kash Patel, FBI, go get him. Round him up.
He's not joking.
Who's not? I'm not joking at all.
I'm gonna tell you something. I want to tell you something. I want to break.
Trompito, I got a little problem
I'm
over
gonna be
there.
honest with you. I got offered a position.
Doggy?
Yeah, that was whoa.
I got offered a position. And the position, they was like, yo, listen, we're gonna have Patel rounding up media personalities. So you could be with us or against us. And they was like, yo, we just need some help knowing who to round up.
What?
Let's go.
Are you serious?
Let's go.
I don't believe you.
Gotta do it.
It's gonna be tough
Gotta
to turn
do
that
it.
down.
Gotta clean up the
been
streets.
I don't believe you.
Gotta clean up the
fucking with
streets.
me.
Gotta clean up
believe
these
you.
streets.
A lot of y'all been fucked.
Hey.
It's gonna be hard to turn that down.
It is what it
don't
is.
believe
He's
you.
lying.
Knock, knock.
Yo,
Knock,
listen
knock.
to me. They was like, yo, we gonna need some help.
Who's they?
What you mean?
Exactly.
They and them.
Patel.
They and them. We getting them out of here.
Patel.
We getting they and them out of here. We getting they and them out of here. Not in
Patel-
Trump's America.
Patel said that they want to lock up some media personalities. They want to lock up some journalists. They just asked me for a list. I'm just giving y'all full disclosure because I don't want it to come out later that Charlamagne gave up this list. You know what I'm saying? And then people be like, oh, shit, he didn't tell us.
Well,
I'm going to tell you.
Give him that list.
I might do it.
Yo.
Just depends how nice y'all are from now until January 20th.
Listen, I don't threaten
telling
people
you.
enough. I don't threaten people enough, I realize. I got the president.
He's not president yet.
Yo, can I be honest with you? Kendrick and his team, they gotta check in wherever they're
Yo,
going
shut
now.
the fuck
They
up,
gotta
yo.
check in with ICE.
Chill
They
out.
gotta check in with the
Chill
CIA. They
out.
gotta check in with the
Chill
FBI.
out.
They gotta remember. They gotta remember what's going on. Y'all gotta check in.
Schulz.
Yo, erase
Schulz,
me.
like, for real,
Don't make me.
Don't tell him chill.
Yo,
Don't make
wouldn't
me.
Let him go.
Don't make me.
Schulz.
Don't make me make the
Schulz.
phone call to Homeland Securities.
Schulz.
Don't make me make the phone call to the IRS.
Extortion's your middle name. As soon as
Thank
you get off
you.
that plane,
Thank
bitch.
you. Wait, what? Hold on, I thought we extorted. I thought we extorted.
Thank you.
Wait, what's going on?
On your own.
I'm gonna need a lot of people to check in.
Check out.
They gonna call me.
You're on
Taylor.
Taylor cooking.
Now I ain't gonna say she on a roll, but you buttering some bread today.
Okay.
It ain't a roll yet. It ain't a roll, but it's definitely a piece of white bread.
There you go.
You've been buttering it the fuck up.
MAGA.
Now,
All right, can you get them pies, Taylor? Get them pies.
thanks again to Squarespace for supporting this week's episode of the podcast. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. Squarespace Payments is the easiest way to manage your payments in one place with Squarespace. Onboarding is fast and simple. Get started in just a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with popular payment methods like Karma, ACH, Direct Debit, Apple Pay, Afterpay, and ClearPay. Measure your end-to-end online performance with powerful website and seller analytics. Get insights on top traffic sources, understand how your reach is growing, track sales metrics, and learn where to focus new engagement. It's all the data you need to scale your brand or business, fully integrated and clearly displayed. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/idiots to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/idiots to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Let's get back to the show.
Guys, this episode has been brought to you by Blue Chew, the hardest dicks of the century. Same active ingredients inside Viagra as Cialis, but if you want to get your girls back sticky, this is the one that you're going to be consuming.
Yeah.
Same active ingredients, but this is the one that we're rocking with, and you're gonna get it for free. All you gotta do is pay $5 shipping. When you go to bluechew.com, use the promo code IDIOTS. You are very welcome. Let's get back to the show.
Now let's go back to this Drake shit. How many more ads we got?
2 more.
Okay, let's go back to the Drake shit, right? Here's the thing about the Drake shit. I don't understand you trying to wage war against a system you benefited from. It makes me believe, even though Drake is a huge artist and he was a huge artist before streaming, but it does make me believe that he believes his own hype a lot. Everybody benefits from probably bots. Everybody benefits from, relationships with radio. Everybody benefits from relationships with streaming services, and these major labels have them. So when you are an artist that has a song that's taken off, of course they're gonna put some juice behind it. Now, I don't think Not Like Us needed that in any way, shape, or form.
I don't think so.
Not Like Us is a cultural phenomenon.
Huge.
But guess what did need it? Tootsie fucking Slide. Guess what did need it? Slime You Out.
Ugh.
Guess what else did need it?
Wait, and they both got it, and both of those records still didn't go
And
nowhere.
yes, they did go #1.
Yeah, like on paper, but not in the real
That's
world.
my point. You really think Tootsie Slide was a #1 Drake? Get the fuck out of here. You think Slime Me Out was a #1? Get the fuck out of here.
Is this what it's like when white people complain about racism?
What?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Essentially,
now you're
you're-
really about to piss Kendrick off.
No, you're complaining about a system that you benefited from.
You're complaining about a system. Ooh, I get it. You said when white people complain about racism.
Yeah.
But when do they complain about racism?
All the time. Well, because, in the past few years, you've heard a lot of reverse racism.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is reverse racism that's affecting us.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like, oh, now all of a sudden,
absolutely.
now all of a sudden,
Absolutely.
you had no problem with it when it was holding these other people down, oppressing these other people, and limiting their opportunities. The second it seems to be doing to you, now it's this huge problem. That's kind of what Drake is doing.
No,
which
it's not
is,
kind of. It's absolutely what
so
Drake is doing.
it's the most Caucasian thing he could do.
And it's true. That's very true. And it's fucking up. And it's not a comeback, right? Like the guy is in Australia. I think B-Dot sent me something earlier. He had like over 250,000 people in the queue.
But that's
trying to buy tickets.
I think that's a really, okay.
He's been the most streamed artist every month this year.
Of course. Can I tell you a strategic thing I think was brilliant for Kendrick on this?
Okay.
Doing the beef after Drake's monumental tour was over was really brilliant. Because when you're on tour, it don't matter what anybody says about you. Showing the arenas sold out, showing the people going crazy, showing the videos of the fans crying, losing their minds.
Yeah.
You can dispel any narrative or myth on the internet. Right now, all Drake got is showing up to random streamers' rooms.
Yeah.
That
Which
was
looks
so bad.
sad.
That was
I
nasty.
don't think it looks
But
sad.
wait for it. If he's on tour again, despite whatever the narrative on the streets, showing 200,000 people in an arena, 200,000 people on the streets just listening outside. When Taylor Swift is showing what the outside of her stadium tours looks like, you go, she's popping. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. So I think the smartest thing Drake can do right now is remind people how on top of the world he is. And the only way he can do that in his control right now is go back on tour.
I agree with that, but this shit like this is corny.
Oh no, I agreed.
And the reason it's corny is simply because of what I just said and what we're just saying. It's like you're going against a system that you have benefited from for fucking years.
The second it was used against you, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I need to sue. This is fucked up.
And then you're mad because he called you a pedophile in the record. Drake, you said this man beats his girl.
Mm-hmm.
You said this man's
Son.
woman was had a baby by his best friend, partner. Like, what are we talking about here?
Can I ask a question?
She's got the greatest defamation suit in all of this.
Well,
But she's not a public figure.
Well, that's the thing I was gonna say. Is like, I don't talk about people's family if they're not public. Like, if the Kardashians are public, so I'm not like, okay, like you've decided to
they're
make
billionaires.
Yeah, but even the money thing is like,
No, we don't respect. Come on, we don't. It's the truth.
But
in America, billionaires aren't human.
my thing is this: is like if your partner, they didn't sign up for this. It wasn't their dream to be a rapper. It wasn't their dream to be whatever. It's like they fell in love with you. You guys fell in love with each other. You brought a life into this world. That's their private thing. I'm not going to talk about you, and I'll never talk about anybody's partner on a pod or anything like that. But Drake did.
Yes.
Now I know there's no rules to battle rap, but that's just my personal thing.
And once you do that, all bets are off.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like you can't be surprised. Like Kendrick's kid is gonna hear that Drake song one day and be like, "Wait a minute, am I?"
That's what I'm saying.
That's a
That's
fucking.
fucked up.
I think that's the coldest
You know what else
thing.
Kendrick told him? He told him not to do that.
Yeah.
He told him.
Don't tell no lies about me. I won't tell truths about you.
Before he said something else, he was like, I forgot. It was something about the family and Euphoria. What was the line, Nyla? I can't remember.
Doesn't matter. The point is, like, I think we're acting as if Drake never did anything that was equally fucked up. To me, the worst thing that was said in the whole battle was this poor fucking innocent kid who didn't ask to be brought into any of this, questioning whether his parent is his parent. Like, that's a fucking...
And that is the thing that's being lost.
That's karma, yo. Yeah, that's karma right there, man.
Call me a woman beater, whatever. Call me a pedophile, whatever. But you saying my woman... You saying my child isn't mine,
and his friends are gonna listen to it, and his friends are gonna act like that's.
And not only my child isn't mine, the baby is from my best friend and business partner.
That we all know.
Nah, that is the real defamation in all of this.
Because the insult is not to Kendrick.
It's to the
woman. The
woman.
insult is to the child. The line insults the child. Kendrick knows if it's his kid. The wife knows if it's his kid. Dave Free knows if it's kid. The only person that doesn't know is the child. So you send a shot at an innocent child, like a fucking heart-wrenching, is that the term? Gut-wrenching, whatever shot. Don't be surprised if he goes crazy. Listen, some of the Kendrick stans have been posting shit like telling me they're gonna take out my family on like pictures of my child, my daughter.
God.
You surprised by this? This is the nature of the game.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah, it's social media. It's like, but he says that line. He says that line. His parent, his friend, some of his fans, the majority of his fans don't do anything. The majority of his fans are just like, they like hip hop. They think he's a great musician. But the most extreme ones, on a picture of my 8-month baby, are going, you better take security everywhere because I'm coming for your whole family. And this is like multiple.
Crazy.
So to me, that person, I don't blame Kendrick. We can't control what our fans do. But that person, I go, you're talking about my kid, man. Like, I have to screenshot you, know who you are, and if I ever see you,
you can't play with it. Yeah, you can't play with it. No, I'm with you. 100%. That's why I don't feel no remorse.
I feel no remorse. Like, yo, you talked about someone's child,
bro. You should have learned from Pusha T. He did the same thing to Pusha T. You want to mention people's fiance, and Kendrick took his belt off and whipped your ass the way he gonna whip Schultz's ass. If he did that to a half a white man, imagine what he would do to a full one. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Say whatever you want about me.
What do you think about this, Nyla, as a woman? You just minding your business at home.
Yeah, she definitely should sue. And also, I just think
she wouldn't because she's not a sucker. You saw she crip walk or blood walk or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was the best part of the music video. But I do think that Drake's biggest thing is like, don't rush to war. Because when you do, then you do lame shit like this. The Whitney line was lame. The fake Whitney song that they put out and acted like it was AI was lame. And obviously, this lawsuit is lame as fuck.
What fake Whitney line?
What about the theory that this is a money play?
It's not a money play. Listen, here's the thing. Drake just did a deal with UMG May of 2022 for $400 million.
But that deal's been fulfilled.
How?
Because it was a deal for 1 year.
I don't believe that. What record label's giving you $400 million for a year?
The record label believes
He didn't put out no music this year.
Oh, it's not.
So what did they get? A piece of the tour?
I mean,
a piece of the last album?
I think he put out 3 albums.
He has not put out 3 albums since May of 2022.
He did the electronic one for all the dogs.
What electronic one?
The one, the dance music shit.
on it.
EDM one.
Let's look it up.
That was this year?
No, that wasn't this year. That was like
we're talking over the last 2 years, though.
Yeah, last 2 years.
And he's fulfilled those.
He didn't put out no music this year.
Yeah, but
he's with 21 Savage.
Was that 2022?
That was 23, right?
Apparently, he's fulfilled that contract, and he's in negotiations for another one.
And I've heard that, but people have said that's not. People have told me that's not. I don't know what's true. It's not. But my thing is, he got 400. Now he wants 600.
So here's the
reason why I said potentially maybe his hand is being pulled where he has to do it is because rumor is that like it'll make it fair for artists to make money from streaming.
No, it won't. How? Not once in that lawsuit did he say that. Not once in that lawsuit did he say, we're not being compensated correctly. Not once. This shit is all about self-serving reasons.
This is only about Drake. My perception is he's a performer. Performers, generally, we care what the public thinks about us. A lot of people do, at least. And this is the first time in probably 2 decades where the perception, I'm sure, for him is that the public has soured on him. In the grand scheme of things, over the next 20 years, will people continue listening to Drake? Absolutely. Will he have these massive hits that we grew up with and they're going to be awesome, and every time they play at the club, we're going to fucking dance them and have a great time? Yes. But his perception is that the world has soured on him, and I think that's probably a really hard thing for him to go through.
I don't know how he can think that when he's still the #1 streaming artist all this year.
Because the world is laughing at him, and he hasn't had the world laugh at him. Whenever
That is true, but I see people hugging the dick tighter. I've seen people that have stood next to the dick.
Yeah.
But now they like hugging that shit like,
But what happens?
This is our dick.
So when a cult gets, I'm not saying his fans are a cult, but like when a cult does get exposed, what often happens to the people in the cult is they don't go, oh, this was actually some goofy shit. They go even deeper.
Deeper, that's right.
And I think that his supporters that really love him, and they actually like his music more than Kendrick, they probably see a lot of hypocrisy in Kendrick, and they probably just aren't a fan of him, are going, you know what? Fuck that guy. I'm going to write extra hard for this dude. And to be fair, we would all want our fans or supporters to do the same thing for us if we were engaged in some shit like
The Drakes
this.
are incredible.
They are phenomenal.
The Dick Riders and Kiss Everythings are
They're phenomenal.
incredible stand-em.
I haven't seen where people like backing off of Drake. Even OVO.
No, you haven't.
Yes, he's been quiet.
Because he can't say nothing right now. And this is what you should do.
But that's what I'm
by the way,
saying.
Drake should learn from some of his fans. Shut the fuck up. You lost.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just go. I promise you, if Drake just simply backs off, now it's bad because of this petition he filed. But if he was just to simply back off and let nostalgia bring him back, he would have been fine. And he's still gonna be fine regardless.
I feel like more people should be just objective about the music. You can still be a Drake fan and be like, all right, this is some whack shit. You don't gotta go deeper.
That's the other thing too. He hasn't put out no slaps. He hasn't responded with no slaps since this whole shit. And
it's like, what does he do? Like, is he supposed to talk about this and like make a slap?
Tell us how you feel.
Yeah.
Tell us how Kendrick actually made you feel.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Aubrey,
be people gonna clown
act like
him
you talking to
more.
them. I'm saying, even if it's sad, I don't care. That's how you connect with people with real authentic connections. Tell me how this made you feel.
Yo, you know what's so funny?
I don't know.
Drake
Show me when he touched you.
Drake has been arguably the most relatable rapper of my life, right? Like the things that he says, even though his life is unrelatable, a lot of his bars are super relatable or aspirational.
See, I feel that way about Kendrick.
Sure. But I don't think what I'm saying is like
She feels that way about Cole.
fair. But I don't think what I'm saying is crazy, right? I think like he has a lot of these lines that people really feel, right?
Yeah, captions.
For the first time in his career, what he's going through is
Can't relate.
completely unrelatable. What if he puts out the song like, do you ever know what it's like when everybody thinks you fuck kids? We're like, nope, next. Right? Like, we don't know, fam. Like,
Well, he could talk about betrayal, deception, people turning on him. Like,
But that's paranoia. I'm tired of paranoid Drake.
I know.
Drake ain't nobody
We got
after
that.
you.
We got that
Now,
on the beast.
Do I agree?
He's been paranoid for a while, and he kind of had a right to be paranoid.
Now-
Everybody turned on him.
True.
think he-
But what did he do?
he was
I mean,
fucking their girls,
yeah,
bro.
I'm not-
Why are you
Which is
paranoid?
karma.
Like, make
Why are we
better
not victim
decisions.
blaming him?
Yes, let's victim blame.
What?
No, what?
Wait.
You see what he does to me? If you weren't here, I would have went right along with that. You see what he does? He says it in a tone that makes you agree.
Why
But
are
you
we-
didn't
no,
fall for that
seriously,
shit.
He's a victim in all of this.
How is he a victim?
Because he was brutalized.
Yeah, when you get fucked up like this, you're a victim.
Yeah.
Even if you started. But we all have to know.
This is sexual assault.
What did you do? You did something.
This
Drake.
is sexual
They
assault.
ain't doing this to you for
What
no
were you
reason.
wearing? You were basically saying, what were you wearing?
It's that owl, isn't it?
Oh my
That
God.
fucking owl. That owl be turning motherfuckers on. Who? What the fuck was Drake wearing that got everybody on his ass?
Yeah.
I told you from the beginning, I thought he was fucking with people's girls. And I think that there's so much ego in entertainment that like you want to act like, oh, it don't matter. It's just some side chick in this state. But you're also
He's
like,
Scorpio, man.
why the fuck are you banging my chick?
I think Kendrick just don't like them because they are like complete polar opposites. What's that shit diametrically opposed
Yeah.
to you? Like they're like the total. They're the yin and the yang. I don't even think they're the yin and the yang. They're just totally
Kendrick
different
don't like him because
people.
Kendrick thinks he's number one.
He is.
And the world thinks Drake's number one.
Not
and
the
that-
world.
I don't think Drake's
Okay.
Not the world.
I'm
Not the
speaking.
world.
I'm speaking in.
Objectively.
Yeah, I'm just speaking like grand terms.
The
but
numbers say
the
Drake
numbers
has
say
been
it's
number one.
Numbers lie. You
Oh,
know why
God.
numbers lie?
God.
Because people inflate them.
That's
and
why
they
he's
use
suing.
bots.
That's why he's suing.
He told you numbers lie. Everybody got to shut the fuck up because Drake told you numbers lie. It's actually the dumbest shit ever when you think about it.
Nah, he's fit.
It's the dumbest shit ever.
Because
he told you numbers lie.
No, this is fire. Because if you, this is fire. Oh, this is fire. If the only thing that you have to go off of as to why you're the biggest artist in the world is the numbers, but
Right.
then you make a lawsuit saying, hey, you know what? You could just inflate the numbers and the numbers aren't real. You're basically cutting your own legs out from
all I'm
under you.
saying.
Oh my God. Who is his team?
Schulz, and you know why
I
it's
think
gonna-
his team is Kendrick.
And I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna hurt him in the future. Because all to your point, you go on tour, you know, you go in the studio, you keep creating. You need to put out an album that crushes everything. You need to put out an album that, even if musically it ain't the best, they're gonna do what they've been doing for him, which is inflating the numbers.
Wow.
He needs that right now.
Wow.
So what's the humbling? The humbling is, okay, Drake.
I
next
think you like him
project-
young.
His next
See you
project,
at Cell Block One.
everybody pull back. Go ahead.
Oh, UMG goes,
Yeah,
all right,
man.
we're gonna see how you swim
Yeah.
without us.
Dash, boom,
Okay.
boom.
I would say
He
I
said
feel-
something up. He said
No, that's it.
Nah,
I'm with
I
you.
can tell. So he
No,
said
I'm
something.
with you. That's it. I want to see if you can fly on your own, little owl.
I feel like music aside, I think Drake needs to do more just humanitarian style things. Like the same way you're saying, like, all right, Cole's doing it right. Cole's doing it right.
Yes.
He's coming back through nostalgia. I think Drake just needs to connect with people in a way, like just show a good side of you on a humane level that makes us care again.
Nyla got a great point because we've never seen that from Drake. And that was actually some criticism from Drake. They were like, he never stands up for anything. He never
Yeah.
speaks about any issues. And then people would, shoot him bail because they'd be like, oh, he's Canadian, he's not American. But I'm like, yo, but you profit off Black American culture. So you should be speaking. J. Cole speaks about Black American issues,
Yeah.
right?
But
Kendrick definitely does.
If he starts to do it
And-
now,
and-
will it seem authentic, or he's only doing it because
Well,
people?
but that's why
Exactly.
Kendrick
People
was
gonna
saying,
think
and I
that
know
too, though.
nobody wants to give
It's a
Kendrick the
lose-lose.
credit, but what he was saying in that this record where he was talking about the family, Meet the Grams, is like, yo, you gotta have a come into Jesus moment with yourself.
That's right.
And be humble enough to touch
right.
people and relate to people.
Take some
And
ayahuasca, separate
that's-
from your ego.
Stop touching
and I
people.
think this is just humble pie, and it's okay. Everybody feels themselves at some point, and then every time you go up, you just gotta come back down. That's life. But just
That is
go
life.
down, connect with people, and then maybe give us some music. But I don't feel like he should. rush
That's a
to
great
music.
point. I also think it's
So you should take a break. That's really what we've been.
Take a break
we've been
and
saying
touch
that
the
since the
people.
summer.
But check
Well, not
into the
touch-
people. But
Yeah, check into the
no,
people.
he's going through it because he's still in Canada. Like, no, I don't think Drake's ever spent a winter in Canada since he's been popping.
Shut up.
I mean, necessarily,
actually-
He's
like,
in Texas right now.
not. But are you sure? Because I see him in Canada a lot. So but he's got to go back and like make sure the home is behind him. He's got to go back home.
Toronto loves him.
As they
another,
should.
That's another reason I'm telling Kendrick, I get it, but I wouldn't go to Toronto on June 12th. I wouldn't do it personally.
On Canadian Father's Day.
Listen, there's been stories. I don't know if this is true, but you ever heard the story when Meek Mill was in Toronto and he was there I think it was either
Knocking on the hotel room doors.
yeah,
and
the
shit.
day back to back came out.
Yeah.
And they played back to back all throughout the hotel.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is true, but that was the story. They played it through all the hotel. It was coming in his room. He had to leave the fucking hotel. Then when he left the hotel, it was all of these
All right.
big
Well, we don't know how TDE
Guys
got
sitting
it
outside.
planned. I'm sure.
All right. Let's just be real here. You can get a hotel without Drake fucking with it. Like Toronto's a first world city in a first world country. You can get where the fuck you think presidents stay there, and you think Drake can play whatever fucking song he wants?
Yeah, but they love Drake in
No,
Toronto.
I'm not saying that they don't, and they should. Drake has done so much
He
for
boosts the
Toronto
economy.
in a huge way.
Yes.
Not only the like financial economy, like the social economy.
Yes.
Like Toronto
He
is
gave him
cool.
an identity.
He gave him a fucking identity. Like it is, and not only did he give them an identity, he embraced the local identities too. He didn't make them conform to what Drake is. He empowered
right.
those people that were there.
That's right.
African community, Caribbean community. Like I thought what Drake and his team has done in Toronto is pretty fucking awesome.
It is.
It's really fucking cool. And I think it's good for him to go back there and just remind them like, yo, I know we didn't win this one, but I'm still riding for y'all, and we're still making music. We're still having fun. The trickiest thing this whole beef is he can't even lean into it for fun. He can't even be like, yeah, I guess I am a pedophile. Like, that's weird. He's got to ignore it, and ignoring it makes you go, ugh. It is a diabolical thing.
Listen, you're absolutely positively right, and I agree with everything you just said. I don't think that he should do anything except for just shutting the fuck up.
Yeah, eat pie.
Eat pie. Eat the
Speaking
fucking
of-
pie.
Speaking of, I did have pie.
Yo, can
In
you please?
celebration of Kendrick.
Can you please?
You guys want it right now?
Yeah.
Let's pay some bills, man. Come back and see where this fucking crazy ass podcast takes us. All right, listen. As I speak, I am currently getting a bedroom renovated in my house. Anybody that knows anything about anything should know how much house renovations cost.
I mean, brother.
Man, I had a conversation one time with a agent. He was a sports agent.
Asian?
Agent. A sports agent. Okay. Have there been any sports agents since Jeremy Lin?
Jeremy Lin, Yao Ming.
I know, but since Jeremy Lin, have there been any sports agents? Oh, homie from the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a sports agent.
Shohei Ohtani.
There you go.
He's a sports Asian.
Now, but I'm talking about sports agents. Okay, I was having a conversation with him one time, and we were just talking, and he was like, man,
wow,
when you got a Phantom or a Bentley, that don't tell me that you got money. He said, you know what tells me you got money? House renovations. You know what I mean?
He's right. He's 100% right.
Scroll up, Taylor. You want to house renovations. So I'm saying all that to say, I just wasn't able to make these purchases. You know what I'm saying? I took time, to make these renovations because I was saving up to make these renovations and building my credit. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's so rich.
Holidays,
This guy's so rich.
Holidays are kicking my ass.
This guy's so.
Holidays are making financial progress still difficult. But you can still make financial progress during the holidays with the Chime Secured Credit Builder Visa credit card. Start building credit with your holiday purchases and regular on-time payments, all with no annual fees, interest, or credit checked at chime.com/idiots. Listen, you can have all the money in the world, you can have all the money in the bank, but you don't have a good credit score, it's a dub for you when you're trying to purchase certain things, okay? With the Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card, there are no annual fees, interest, or credit checks to apply, and Chime gives you access to more than 50,000 fee-free ATMs. That's more than the top 3 national banks combined. Easily find one near you with the Chime app. Use it everywhere. Visa credit cards are accepted to help you build credit using your own money. Turn your holiday purchases into steps towards your financial goals with Chime Secure Credit Card. Get started today at chime.com/idiots. That's chime.com/idiots. Chime feels like progress, okay? The Chime Credit Builder Visa Credit Card is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Chime checking account and qualifying direct deposit required to apply. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary. Early access to direct deposit funds depends on payer. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal and OTC advance fees may apply. Bank ranking and number of ATMs according to U.S. News and World Report 2023. I'd like to thank Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less or at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get action on sports in over 30 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy, so your lineups stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. Is guaranteed. Cook up hot takes with your friends and win real money this football season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to win real money this football season. Which players are going to go off, which ones aren't. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on Prize Picks. Okay? Okay. Well, I am a Dallas Cowboy fan, so I'm just hoping for the best. Download the app today and use code IDIOTS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup when you download the Prize Picks app. Prize Picks, run your game. Let's get back to the show. Church announcements, what you got, Schulz?
Man, just a huge thank you
Thank you to everybody who came out to all the shows on the tour. We got one more tour date left. It's Hawaii, Honolulu, the Blythesdale.
Today I was like, huh? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
They literally said, Andrew's going to be in Hawaii. I said, I don't think so. I think it's over.
No, December 21st. That's the final one.
Okay.
Blythesdale Arena or Bladesdale Arena. And just thank you so much to everybody who came out to all the shows. Literally everything I ever dreamed of in doing stand-up happened this tour. So it's a pretty awesome feeling. And thank you everybody who's been there from the beginning, everybody who came for the first time this tour. I hope you guys had an amazing time at the shows. We try really hard to make sure it's the best show you ever seen. So I hope you really enjoy it. And thank you so much for coming out to the special, especially what happened with the venue change and everything. So it means a lot. Thank you so much. So I'll see you guys in Hawaii. And if not, hopefully you guys all check out the special. Tell your friends to watch it.
You feel good about the special, David?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel good about it. I mean, like, listen, the edit is the hardest part. You know, getting in there and making sure it feels like you were there live in the room, and that's just a tedious process. But I think we got it to the point where we can create that.
Word.
Yeah.
Nyla, you got any church announcements?
Yeah. Make sure you guys follow my podcast. We Need to Talk, WNTTLK on YouTube. I have a special announcement about the podcast that I'll be saying for the top of the year. Also, I just got a radio show on Sirius XM.
Hey.
Okay. What's it called? Certified Vibe?
Certified Radio.
Certified Radio. Okay.
Certified Vibe is expanding, and I'll be highlighting the artists that I highlight on Breakfast Club and at the showcases as well on Sirius XM. So I'm just excited about.
But when can they listen to that? What time?
Every Saturday, 4 p.m., and then I have a mix show.
On what channel on Sirius?
Hip Hop Nation.
Hip Hop Nation. Okay.
Cool.
What about when is the Certified Vibe coming back? The live shows.
Certified Vibe's coming back top of the year. So I just wanted to diversify it. So we're going to be doing like influencer dinners. Then we're going to do a live show. And then we're also going to do like Battle of the Beats and stuff like that. Because I really want to just introduce more creators. Because it's not just about the artists. Like, so yeah, producers, tap in. We're going to be doing a big search for you.
Hey.
My
Good for
church
you,
announcements is simple. Stocking stuffer. You know, this national bestseller came out earlier this year. Get Honest or Die Lying. Why Small Talk Sucks. Make sure you go pick that up. That's my third book. And if you're in the Newark, New Jersey area or, you know, surrounding areas around Newark, go check out Storia, 799 Broad Street in Newark, New Jersey. That is a dispensary that myself and the good brother Raekwon, the chef, and Bakari Sellers and my guys Jed and Josh, we opened in Newark. Storia is an amazing brand. You know, Ray has a few Storia franchises along with Jed and Josh, but myself and Bakari came along for the ride for the Newark, New Jersey location. So 799 Broad Street in Newark, New Jersey. We're open Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And it's a consumption lounge. So, you know, you can pull up, buy your goodies, you know, light up in there.
3 books, 6 crystals.
Weed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We start doing that, we'd be here all day now.
Yo. Hold on.
It's a lot.
Hold on, but is this a full circle moment that, like, after 30 years in the business, you're selling weed again?
You know what's so funny?
That's silly.
Yeah, sort of. But also, you know what trips me out about life?
Yeah.
I worship Wu-Tang Clan.
And now you're in business.
You know what I'm saying? Ghostface Killah is my favorite rapper of all time.
You got the tattoo, right?
No, I don't have a Wu tattoo. I wanted to get one, but the purple tape.
What is the tattoo? Oh no, I'm thinking about your Wolverine, not the Wu-Tang Clan. I know you had something Wu.
The purple tape is like one of the greatest albums. Fuck hip hop. Just one of the greatest albums of all time. We worship Raekwon and Ghostface. We worship Wu-Tang. And so it's like, yo, to build the type of relationship where it's like, you know, we business partners and we peoples, we homies, and to have this venture with him in Newark, New Jersey, man, it means a lot. And I love Newark. It's also full circle. My dad used to live in Newark. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like Newark, New Jersey, we used to go to Rahway for the summers and then be all in Newark throughout the summer. I've always loved the city of Newark, man, and it's just interesting.
You used to go to Rahway in the summers?
Yeah.
Did you know Roger's family?
This guy, man.
You don't know Roger from Rahway with the Range Rover?
Oh yeah, I do. I just met him though, so that's why it threw me off. I know Roger from Raw with the Range Rover, votes Republican. Yes, absolutely.
You know,
but that's Taylor's boyfriend.
Roger from
No,
Broadway.
it's not. I don't know what fantasy guy he's
That's Taylor's
talking
boyfriend.
about.
Roger from Broadway with the Range Rover with the retarded cousin. Salute to
Well, he really does have one that's.
But I thought we talking about a
Roger
mate.
with the retard cousin.
We talking about a
That's
He let his
so
retard cousin
fucked
drop
up.
the range, yo.
That's fucked up. Because what we have some cousin that is.
Roger with the retard cousin wrecked the range.
Roger with the Riri.
Then when he spelled it, he spelled it R-E-C-K. I wrecked the range.
What is wrong with you? Y'all, that
But
is
anyway,
not his name.
Astoria, 799 Broad Street, Newark,
Pull
New
it up.
Jersey. Pull up. And the Krystal's grand opening in Orangeburg, South Carolina is on December. The grand opening is December 20th, but we open for business on December 9th. But the grand opening, the ribbon cutting, I'll be down there for that. Got some other fun surprises for y'all. December 20th in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Now, let's get back to the show. What we got, Taylor Gang? Let's talk about Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I can't believe we didn't even talk about it yet.
Pardoning Hunter.
Yeah, good for him. I like that.
That accent was crazy.
I like that move. Who wouldn't pardon their kid? That's crazy.
Here's my only problem with it. Let me be clear. I don't have a problem with him pardoning his son.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. If you have that, first of all, if your daddy is the president of the United States of America and he doesn't pardon you, what type of piece of shit are you?
Shit.
I mean,
What are you, a crackhead?
What
that
are you,
does
like,
illegal
what-
deals in Ukraine and has porn on your laptop? And,
use the N-word.
yeah,
use
like,
email.
what kind of guy are you? Like,
You know what? Why the fuck did
why
he
you
pardon
pardon
that?
him, yo? What the fuck is happening? We can't have these dangerous guys on the streets. This is a danger.
But listen, he pardoned Hunter. I get it, right? Donald Trump reacts to Joe Biden pardoning Hunter. He says it's an abuse of power. Here's the thing. I don't give a fuck about what Donald Trump or any Republicans have to say about this. I know everybody's quick to jump to that and they're like, oh, look at all the people that Donald Trump pardoned. True, but this ain't about him. This is about Joe Biden and the Democrats always standing on a moral high ground and acting like they're better.
Chris, that's your
than
peoples.
this.
That's your peoples.
Acting like Joe Biden is the one who repeatedly said, I'm not pardoning Hunter because I respect the
Justice.
law and nobody is above the law. The poor press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, oh my God. How many times did she have to go out there and lie for that motherfucker? How many lies have been said for Joe Biden over the past 2 years?
She's a Drake fan. Like she's
Yes, she gotta go out there and defend this shit.
defending it. Like
oh, he's fine. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. He's okay. He can carry
I
on.
like her though. She's a ride or die. You need one of those on your team.
Yeah, but poor her, man.
It's a tough job.
Like that.
That's a tough job.
I hope some big money go in her bank account.
Yeah.
The shit that she's had to cover up for Joe Biden.
Man.
Oh my God. But my whole point is the only reason I have a problem with this is not for any other reason other than Democrats told me I should have a problem with it.
It's on
They
y'all.
told me I
You
should have a
said it.
problem with it.
Chris, you said it, Chris. You realize why people hate the Democrats
Chris, get the
now?
microphone, Chris.
You realize why they hate Democratic politicians? It's the hypocrisy. That's what it comes down to. It's just, now, we're not saying that Republicans aren't also hypocrits, but y'all hate them for being hypocrites.
But I have
so
no-
understand when people
I
hate
don't have a
y'all for
problem
being
with you
hypocrites.
I'm not going to defend it.
That's the best
Look,
way.
I understand it as a father, but
Of course, we all going to do it as dads.
I'm disappointed.
Do you though?
Yeah.
Because here's something. We talk about people that are pieces of shit. And I'm not saying Hunter falls into this category. There's some shit your child can do that you be like, I don't give a fuck if I'm president or not. I'm not pardoning.
But
What's
remember,
that?
his mother died. The kid, he's damaged. You know, his mother died in
Think
horrific
about all the
car.
black and brown people that have been damaged.
I'm not.
That went to drugs and other things. But Biden didn't give a fuck about that when he was doing the 86 Anti-Drug Abuse Act and the 94 crime bill and all of that shit. He didn't care about that then.
Hunter's cost him a lot, and he's stuck by him. I think foolishly, but he's a father. So what am I going to tell the guy?
You're always going to love your kid,
Yeah.
man.
Right?
I don't know about this. I don't know.
But you know what?
What would 50 do?
What would 50 do?
Yeah.
No, we got to ask Fit. We got to ask Fit.
That's what I'm saying.
We gotta
It's
ask
not-
Fit.
this whole always love your kid thing, I don't know if this holds up.
But he lost one, so it's like,
Yeah.
that's his last kid left.
Well, my problem is you shouldn't have been out here telling us that nobody is above the law.
Yeah, but that's what they do.
And they only did that because that was part of the campaign strategy, because that's what they was running against Trump on.
Yeah.
Trump's a threat to democracy. Nobody should be above the law. He should be held accountable, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, my son, I feel the same way about him, too. It doesn't matter who it is until you lose.
This
Now
is
you
one of
lost.
the
You got to stand on business.
This is one of the
regardless.
frustrations.
Even if he won, I think he would have still did it. Because then he wouldn't have to worry about re-election.
Of course. But this
He
is one
just
of the
said this before the
frustrations
election.
of the American people. I think that they're looking at these situations. They're like, okay, these Democrats pretend like they're so pious and so holy, but in reality, they pieces of shit too. Why don't we all just admit that we're pieces of shit? I think one of the refreshing things about Trump is that when he's a piece of shit, he'll be like, yeah, that's me.
He's unapologetic about it.
That's it.
By the way, when I looked at all of these lists of people that he pardoned and the crimes that they committed, I didn't even know about most of this shit. You know why? Because he don't say nothing about it. It happens. He pardons them. He don't explain why he pardoned them. He ain't apologizing for it.
He makes him the ambassador to France.
That's what I'm saying. Putting him in the administration. Seriously.
He did.
Be unapologetic about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And like this ain't, I don't know, this ain't standing on business to me. I will say this though. It's making the whole party look bad, but this is still old school Democratic politics. I can't say this is a reflection of all the Democrats, because I think there's some new energy in the Democratic Party.
But where are they? Is AOC criticizing it? Like, where are all these loudmouth Democrats that love to point out every bit of hypocrisy?
Nah, there's a lot of Democrats criticizing.
Where's AOC at?
It's not. Yeah, I haven't seen AOC say anything, but it's Democrats that are
Did you
criticizing.
hear me fart?
That's your stomach.
Nah,
You
farted.
Oh my
sorry.
God.
Farts
Disrespectful.
every episode.
You
I
never
fart a
fought
lot.
around no black woman. That's law, bro.
Yo, I'm sorry.
Never let a white comedian fart around black women.
I'm sorry. That I apologize for. That I apologize for.
Okay, so this is what I want
That
you to
scarf
do.
not doing nothing. My fart
We're
cut
going to take
right
that
through
apology
shit.
and put it up earlier in the podcast. We're going to take that apology and put it up earlier in the podcast so it sounds like he's apologizing for the the clip I never seen.
Yeah.
That
The
caused
clip I never seen.
Nah,
Yo,
that's
I was wondering how he was gonna handle it, bro. And then he said it like the first thing he said it subtly. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just kind of finding out about this." I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker, son, this motherfucker is
It's
good."
the first time. This is all new to me.
See,
Why didn't
that's-
y'all call me?
You and Trump might be the best, bro. You and Trump might be
I'm
the
gonna tell you
best.
something. This job of Patel, yo. I'm telling you right now.
Yo.
If they ask me to come in and help Patel clean up the media,
It's easy.
It's
It's
gonna
a
be
couple
very
links.
hard,
It's
bro.
a couple links you just sent.
That's what, if they tell me that that media is everything, including YouTube. Ooh, man, bro, it's gonna be hard.
It's a couple knocks on the door. It's a couple knocks. Hey, where's the proof of all this that you
Then
keep
I can protect some of my people. Some of my people, I'm like, listen, don't worry about it. They good. But some of y'all just gonna have to go to jail for a little while.
Thank
It's
you.
just-
Thank you. Send a message. Send a message.
Are you lying?
Who?
Did they really offer you a job?
Yeah.
Does he ever lie? No.
What's the back of my
up.
shirt?
All the
You know what? I
time.
shouldn't even have said it. What's the back of my hoodie
Work
say?
hard in silence.
All right. I should shut the fuck up.
That don't mean that, nigga, you've been lying this whole podcast.
You should always believe me even when I'm lying, Nyla.
Got it.
God.
Got it.
Okay. So what do we say to Biden, man? Is Biden's legacy in shambles or what?
Nobody gave a fuck about Biden. They tried to run this narrative like he was the greatest president, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cared. He did what, listen, the guy dedicated his entire life to politics. He played the position his entire life, and he got the opportunity to be president. This is good messaging for the party. It's the Democrats going, hey, if you do what we tell you to do for your entire life, you too can be president. And I think that's why it was maybe important for the party. But outside of that, nobody will remember Biden. Nobody give a fuck about Biden.
You two could be president one day on your last leg.
Yeah.
Who wants it at that? Like,
I'm
These
gonna be honest
power
with
hungry
you, man.
motherfuckers.
These people want-
That's all they care about.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know this is gonna be taken out of context. I don't know how you won in 2020.
Yo.
I really don't.
Hey, you want to talk about it? What is it? How does that say? Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky,
No, I'm fucking
hilarious.
around. I'm joking,
No,
guys.
you're not.
You want that
I'm
position.
joking.
No, you're
You
not.
want that-
Yo, Cash, let me help out too. Cash Patel, let me help out too, man. It's a dynamic duo. We'll clean up this media in no time.
Cash.
We'll clean up this media in no
Cash
time.
is like this. How do we gotta stand?
Yo, stop.
Hold on.
He's in charge.
Not yet.
He's in charge,
Not yet.
bro.
He's got to pass the vision test.
He's in charge.
Not yet.
He's gonna be looking at you.
All I'm saying is,
Charlamagne.
all I'm saying is, I will consider helping to clean up the media.
Hey, we're just here to clean it up.
I will consider.
They got the Department of Government Efficiency. Who is that? That's Elon and Vivek. Now we have the Department of Internet Efficiency.
Two idiots.
That's Charlie.
This is the brilliant. Nyla, if they don't know this by now, if they don't know what this fucking podcast about is
Don't
by
tell
now,
them. Don't tell
whose
them.
fault is it?
Hey, don't
That's
tell
right.
them.
That's right.
Don't tell them.
That's right.
Don't tell them. Let them
That's right.
take us serious.
Don't take us serious.
No,
Trust
let them
us
take
even
us
when we're
serious.
lying. Trust us when we're lying.
Thank you.
But
If
if you like, come on, man, to clean the media up, just a
just
little
a
bit.
little, it's not like a deep clean. It's just a little clean.
It's not a deep clean.
It's
I
a
promise.
couple of names.
It's a little shave off the top. You won't even notice it. It's gone.
No, he won't. You're just gonna be on your feed like, ooh, it's delightful.
But by the way, I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity.
What?
It's delightful. You're gonna be on your feed like, ooh, this is
I'm
delightful.
gonna give these motherfuckers an opportunity to clean this shit up by January fucking 20th.
They got a month?
They got a month.
You got a month to get your act
Clean
right.
this shit up. YouTube.
You got a month to get your
clean
act
this
right.
Shit the fuck up.
Hey, actually,
Okay?
but low key, like, actually don't. Because we don't want to put Kash to work. Because, you look at Kash, and he looking at 4 different people.
This motherfucker looking at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
That's why you can't sneak nothing by Kash.
Nothing.
You can't sneak
better relax,
nothing
he gonna
by
get you.
Kash. That's our boy.
He on his team.
That's our boy.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Charlamagne, the microphone,
too crazy.
please. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Come on, Alex, groom me again.
Yo, come on. Damn, you're falling apart right now, bro. You can't keep... Hey, yo, you just grab that shit.
Motherfucking country.
No, it gotta be higher. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, put it in his
What else
chest.
we got, Taylor?
Put it in his chest.
Let's just ask idiots.
You want to do Asking Idiots?
What about by any
Oh, by
means
the way,
necessary?
Nick Cannon was also diagnosed with narcissism.
Let's
Come
run
on.
through some any means necessary. Yeah, that's a good one. Nick Cannon was diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. What does
Everybody
that
in
mean exactly?
entertainment. Everybody in entertainment. Wishing you
Speak
the
on
best.
that. Speak on that, Schulz.
Everybody in entertainment. They
You gotta
got
be a
that shit.
narcissist to a certain
little
extent,
bit, yeah. But best of luck with your illness. We love you, Nick. But
So, y'all,
Nick is 40. Oh yeah, Nick is 40. Earlier this month, the 44-year-old revealed he was diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, while admitting he doesn't
Al looked at
fully
us and went,
understand the condition yet.
Al looked at us and goes, what about you two guys? Now, this is the most narcissistic thing to say. No, not us.
Cannon shared that he had long been curious about getting tested. I feel like there are so many labels out there, but being able to embrace it and say, look, I'm healing. Look up what is narcissistic personality
Oh,
disorder.
God, please don't before we diagnose our damn selves. I'm not trying to
Come
look
on,
at this.
bro. This is the brilliant fucking idiots. What would this show be if we didn't diagnose ourselves?
But what if I hear the diagnosis and then I stop thinking that Kendrick made this whole album about me?
Gave you a bar.
What if I do that?
Chris.
Oh, wait, you heard the bar? Wait, what was that? Oh, shit.
Well, I heard it on the podcast.
Oh, fair.
Narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition that includes a persistent pattern of exaggerated self-importance, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others.
Nah, I got empathy
Right
for
here,
others.
it says narcissistic.
All those first two, yeah, but I got a lot of empathy.
No, I have no exaggerated sense of
Just
self-importance.
would like to add that into
Charlamagne the what?
most
But I do
times
that. But I do that because the Bible says Genesis 1:26 says God created man in His image according to His likeness. And when I study 5% teachers, they
Yeah, I
teach you
thought
that
that was
God is a
some
Greek word
5%
derived from the.
teachings.
It is. God is a Greek word derived from the Aramaic words guma azabah, which means wisdom, strength, and beauty. So I'm just calling myself what I am. That don't mean that I think I'm the Almighty. I know I'm not.
They wouldn't even let me in the 5%, man.
it's
I was
more.
trying-
You're in the 2%.
They try to give me
commonly
2%.
found in-
White milk.
Yeah.
You said what?
This disorder is more commonly found in men.
You know who wrote that? A narcissistic woman.
Yeah, some crazy ass lady. Crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious ass lady. Crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious. Yo, Lefty Gunplay, this guy is so unbelievably entertaining.
Hard.
And
We don't give Mexican rappers enough props, bro. Between Mexican OT and Lefty Gunplay,
Yo,
Your name is a lot close to Letty, which is a little weird. Salute to Letty Martinez.
But shout out Chicano, shout out to Mexican. I'm actually really happy that Kendrick was putting them on the album.
Oh man.
But
Kendrick said
because they're an integral part of California culture. They were there before California's there, so keep that fucking in mind. They have influenced so much. There's a lot of people that seen things that happen like in like white surfer culture or even black California culture that comes from Chicano culture, and nobody knows it, and they don't get the fucking credit for it.
And now your guy wants to deport him.
And now my guy wants to what? Yeah, we can't deport him, bro. We can't deport him. Charlamagne?
Not all of them.
No, the ones that are there.
What do you mean?
I'm saying the ones that are here, the ones
Legally.
that made yes.
Okay, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Listen, here's the thing.
Come on,
Salute to Lefty Gunplay. I saw Lefty Gunplay on Bootleg Kev's podcast. Salute to my guy Bootleg Kev.
Shout out Kev.
And Lefty was saying Kendrick said he was the missing piece to LA, and I totally understand what he means by that because of what you just said.
Yeah. There's another rapper on there
Mexican culture
called Peso that killed it as
He's
well.
on there too.
That's what I'm saying. There's another one who's on it. He killed it as well. Like, I like that. I like these artists I think they're just an integral part of what the identity of California
100%.
is that is often left out of hip hop. And I went to school out in California. And so I really started to see the effect of Chicano culture on Cali culture. And like even like lowriders and all that shit, that's Mexican stuff.
Well, I can't speak to that. I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I don't.
The style of dress, like whatever. Shout out, shout out La Raza, okay?
I don't know.
Pocos pero locos, way.
Let's call Glasses. You want to call Glasses and see?
He's not Mexican.
What?
Glasses is Mexican?
Glasses Melon.
Yo, shut up.
What, you didn't know that? Hold on, what you thought Glasses was? What did you think Glasses was?
Yo, I hate him, man. I hate him, man.
What did you think Glasses
I really
was?
hate him, man.
What did you think Glasses was, bro?
Yo, I hate him, man.
Yo, sorry, he's stupid.
I hate him. Sometimes I hate him.
He's Italian Mexican. It's fusion, man. Glasses actually has a soul food Mexican Italian restaurant in Watts.
No way.
Yes,
What's
man.
it called?
It's
You had to make it up.
no, wait. It's called
Yeah.
I'm about to say it's called Crip Sticks, but I can't think of the Mexican thing to add in there. Because the sticks is the chopsticks, Crip is Glasses. What would be the Mexican thing? L?
Like El Crip Sticks?
El Crip
El Crip Sticks.
Nah.
Yes! Glasses has a restaurant called El Crip Sticks. It's in Watts. It's a soul food Mexican
Y'all
Chinese
need,
restaurant.
Chinese restaurant.
This podcast needs a community note. You know how like X is doing that now?
Yo! The 90s is back. We don't need those no more. Okay?
Yo,
What?
You gotta make that.
No, you know why? Nyla's father is a sergeant. So you must have been had a flashback and you sleeping in.
Drop it, give me 20.
Right. Wake up, Nyla.
There's gonna be no DJing in my household.
You've been up DJing all night. Wake up, Nyla. Did that happen to you?
In what branch of the military?
Army.
Oh, sick. My dad was in the Army.
Really?
Where's he stationed?
Fort Bragg.
Yeah, Bragg.
El Paso, I can't remember the name of the base. Fort Meade, somewhere in Korea.
Wow.
Somewhere in Fort Knox.
Oh, Korea, huh?
Nyla's German.
You were born in Germany? Wow.
Don't make no jokes about black women. That's law. Because I know it's coming.
I got no
Nazis?
jokes. What about Nazis? I was going to make fun of them Nazis. Can I make fun of Nazis at least? I can't even make fun of Nazis. What world? We can't even make fun of Nazis. Come on. Jesus, Kendrick Lamar has ruined comedy. Can't even make a Nazi joke in
What if it's a
2024.
black female Nazi? Can you make
A
fun?
black female Nazi?
Stop.
I'm
By
just
the way,
saying.
hold up. Let's talk about that.
No, you always want to make a lion-ass story. Stop.
If Schulz was clowning on Candace Owens, nobody would care.
Hey,
Nah, that's
facts.
not true. That's not true.
But you know what? I just want to point this out right now.
I don't believe that.
Candace, I would never say anything of you. I'm absolutely terrified if you do not.
Candace on bullshit.
Candace does not play around.
Candace is the Kendrick Lamar of the
Candace,
YouTube
you can do
world.
nothing. You can do nothing.
Candace
I am
Owens is
absolutely.
not bullshit. And Candace will fuck you up the way Kendrick
Candace.
fuck people up.
Oh
yo.
my God.
Candace Owens
Candace.
don't play.
That's
I'm
the
telling
only.
y'all that right
That's
now.
the only person Kendrick not gonna talk about for sure.
Shit.
Kendrick don't want no smoke with Candace.
Don't try to get the
Owens.
smoke off of you.
Yo, come on.
You come on. You trying to set him up. Don't set him up.
Candace, look out for your boy.
I want to say this before we go on to Asking Idiots. Salute to Kendrick Lamar for presenting a great body of work. And the thing I love about his body of work the most is how he just took LA culture and amplified it. I am a fan
really
of the
cool.
West.
Really
I'm
cool.
a fan of the West Coast. I've been a fan of West Coast music.
Amen.
I love West Coast. Some of my favorite people on this planet are from the West Coast. Salute to my guy, Glasses Malone. Salute to DJ Head. Salute to Steel and the whole Gangster Chronicles podcast. Salute to Top Dog. Salute to Punch.
Amen.
I genuinely enjoy those people. People like Lady Martinez. My girl, Debbie Brown. That's family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the West Coast. I love what they represent.
Absolutely.
And, man, he really just amplified that. I don't think there's any place else.
Ooh.
I was going to talk to you about this as a New Yorker. And you're not a New Yorker, Nyla, but you hip hop, and Schulz is a New Yorker. Is there a New York culture and sound the way it is a LA culture and sound?
I think that maybe the closest thing would be like the drill that's been popping out of New York now.
Is that New York?
That's not New York.
I'm talking about
the drill in
historically.
New York.
No, I'm talking about historically. Because what Kendrick is doing on this album is West. Like when you hear it,
Production wise,
it's West Coast. Like it's like, oh shit.
So that
You
I
don't
think
DMX was?
No. I think what you're talking about is more of a production sound than like the rapping on it. And I agree with you. I don't know if there are New York producers that are curating this New York sound. Like California's always had its distinct hip hop sound. I feel like New York in like 90s, 2000s had a real sound.
But
like
what was it though? And the reason I say that is because RZA didn't sound like Premier. Premier didn't sound like what Havoc was doing with his production. They didn't sound what Q-Tip was doing with Tribe Called Quest.
That's interesting.
What the Dipset producers, the Heatmakers and all them didn't sound like everything. Like even though everybody was from New York, everybody had a different sound.
That is interesting. Whereas in like different, even in, you go to like the Bay Area, they have their own hip hop sound.
That's
you
right.
go to LA, it has its own distinct hip hop sound.
That stood the test of time.
Yeah, I mean, you hear those keys.
Part of being a New Yorker is being unique and don't bite my shit. This is my unique shit.
You want to sound
so
different.
You never want to try.
I don't even think it's that.
Nah, it still is.
I
Yes,
feel
it
like
is.
New York, because it's like New York, it's like the number one. It has the access, the media. Everybody looks at it as like the one. Like there's no need to cultivate a sound because we're already New York.
Whereas LA was a second city for hip hop. It's not where hip hop started. So they curated their own sound and they were so far away from New York. You got to understand the internet doesn't exist back in the day. They're making music for themselves that is completely separate from New York. And a lot of New Yorkers aren't even hearing that West Coast sound. So it had the time to cook. It had the time for, you know how it takes a little while for sauce to get made.
Yeah.
And it had the time to do that. And I feel like you would make a great point. When New York is the capital, it is the institution, you can pull from all these different places. There isn't the same urgency to have your own unique blend like you would in New Orleans or even Atlanta, Florida. Exactly. That's great.
And the early LA sound was taken from New York sound.
Talk that shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you
the early LA sound?
Well, if you listen to really early NWA, it was still based on like James Brown kind of boom bap beats. Which is,
I mean, Ice Cube came to New York and got with the Bomb Squad.
Before that, Ice-T got his style. He's said this. It's not me saying it.
One of the greatest detectives in New York history.
From Schoolie D, which is Philly, but like New York adjacent. 6 in the Morning is copying the flow of Schoolie D.
There's no doubt that New York has had an imprint on just music culture in general. But I think that's one thing we all recognize is like there is a Cali sound, and I say this as someone who's just trying to be honest objectively about the thing, regardless of what he said about me. There's some fucking awesome songs here. And more importantly, it feels culturally distinct. Like you feel like you're tapping into LA, which is a cool thing. And to give Kendrick credit, it seems like he cares about the album when he puts things out. And I'm not like the biggest fan, but I do think that he puts an effort to not just go, here's 25 songs, let me run up the things. This is a piece. And to me,
I'm a huge Kendrick fan, even if he thinks Alexx is a cool.
Well, something I was
So
going to
you
say
getting
earlier.
groomed?
It's one or the other. It's one or the other.
What'd you say, Nyla?
In regards to the, like, when I was trying to say, like, his taste isn't for everybody, it's like, regardless if it's not for everybody, like he said, you can just respect the intention behind his craft.
Yeah, for it is cool. It's really cool.
I'm saying, like, that last project, Big Steppers and Mr. Morale. Even personally, I'm a hip hop fan, but I do feel like Kendrick's music isn't for me. Like, he's not making it. Like, SZA, Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation, SZA's project, those projects are like a coming of age story for women.
That's how I feel about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
But that's what I'm saying. Kendrick does it for the men. So SZA's shit don't hit to you the same way it hits to me.
But that's because I've never heard like, when I hear Kendrick on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and I used to always say this about younger rap artists, because I'm 46. A lot of these younger rap artists, they haven't said anything that I haven't heard before on a record.
It feels.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers was the first time I heard a new younger artist saying some shit I ain't never heard nobody talk about on a record. And for me, who's been on my healing journey, doing my therapy, that's into meditation, done ayahuasca, do all of these different things, he provided a soundtrack to that. Like when he talked about, issues with his father on the Father Time record, I got a whole chapter in my new book called Father Time. Like, and it was inspired, by that song in a lot of ways. So
it takes courage to do something that nobody's done before.
We're also just in a new era where conversations like this can be had. Like hip hop, this was not a safe space for these type of combos. Now we're here, so now Kendrick can do it and it can work. But I say all that to say, he stands on business. Like, he admits he ain't perfect. He talks about it. He tells the story. And I think that's really why it's so much easier to root for Kendrick right now versus Drake, because you're just not standing for nothing.
I've never been a Drake fan. I am a proud day one Drake hater.
I'm a Drake fan. I like Drake.
I am on record. I like when Drake raps. I don't give a fuck about his singing.
I like the
I've been to one of his concerts before, and I get it.
He makes great music.
I just don't relate.
He made good music.
I don't relate to Kendrick, but I can acknowledge that he's really good at making music. Like
I acknowledge that with Drake.
Yeah, and I think they're both. That's fair. But I think they're both excellent at making music. And unfortunately or fortunately, the way human beings are is we need a number one. We have conversations about who's the best, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, all the time. We just need someone to put the crown on. And right now that crown is on Kendrick's head. But like the reality is they're both fucking awesome at making music. And when we're at the club and one of their songs comes on, everybody starts moving and we move in a different way than when other people's music
That crown's not moving.
No.
That era is like, that's it.
You think it's over? Interesting. Yeah. Wow, okay. Yeah.
I have one more point about LA before we move on to Asking Idiots. Hip-hop as we know it, the commercially successful, viable business that it became that way because of LA. It started in New York, culturally, but when you talk about platinum selling records, people taking hip-hop to mainstream levels,
MC Hammer.
It was the West Coast. Now, LL said something this week that is very true. He said that he feels like he's the most important rapper ever. I agree with that. LL was hip hop's first rap superstar. Solo artist, rap superstar. I 100% agree. Run DMC was a group, but hip hop, I'm talking about as far as like what we like about hip hop, the things that we love about hip hop, people that can do records for the ladies, people that can do street records, people that aren't afraid to battle, people that can make you dance, all of that shit. LL got all of that. I'm talking about what the West Coast did as far as commercially viable music, taking hip hop super mainstream. It got to be the West Coast. Because Death Row,
interesting take.
Death Row Records, Bad Boy came after Death Row, and they mimicked Death Row in a lot of ways. Like, that is documented. Puffy said that himself. Biggie said it on the record.
Death Row?
Just a little bit after Biggie said it on the side. He's like, yo, I'm sitting in the crib dreaming about Learjets and Coupes, about how to sell records like Snoop.
But Def Jam did it first. I mean, I think you got to give credit to Russell here.
Those guys didn't have the success that Death Row had.
Def Jam had unbelievable success.
Not like Death Row. Dr. Dre, The Chronic. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. What was that? What was the albums on Def Jam early on that was as big as those records? You talk about albums that sold 4 or 5 million copies. Snoop Dogg came out and sold the most records of a debut artist ever.
Ever of any genre. The Snoop thing, I think, is. I mean, I remember being in New York the summer of '93 when Doggy Style dropped, and I was like shocked that everybody in New York was blasting.
It was unbelievable.
Everywhere, Gin and Juice.
Yeah.
Doggy Dog World, like that was the first time I'd seen NWA like was popular, but not. It didn't run New York. Snoop ran New York the summer of '93.
Look it up, Taylor. Snoop Dogg's debut album is the most record sales for any debut musical artist ever.
I mean,
so that right there, there's nobody in New York who had that kind of commercial success.
Snoop was perfect storm. You got someone who raps like no one you've ever heard before. Voice sounds completely different. The music was fire. His look was great.
The videos were a big deal.
And I was about to say, and music videos were popping, and his music videos looked like someplace you wanted to be.
And this was coming off The Chronic. This was coming off
him
Dr.
on the
Dre's
bike
The Chronic.
with the kid sitting on the
playing
handlebars of the
volleyball.
bike.
Remember the chicks playing volleyball? Took the top off. We're not gonna talk.
Dr. Dre made the weed. Dr. Dre made weed popping in hip hop.
Yeah.
With The Chronic, look at that shit. Doggy Style sold 800,000 copies in his first week, the highest ever for a debut album at the time.
I had it.
It was certified 4 times platinum in 1994.
My dad took it away from me because it said the N-word.
Nobody.
But I had it. I had the little cassette.
Now look up how much The Chronic sold, Taylor. Nobody had commercial success like these guys.
I think it's a great. Yeah, it's a really great argument. The perception is always like, oh, New York is the biggest place.
That's right.
But I think
hip hop as we know it and love it now. Everybody in there talking about numbers. West Coast all day.
It's interesting.
No, that's the 2001
Def Jam
album.
has some. Because don't you have Run DMC? Like one of their albums did 3 mil.
Alex, you just saw the number. It was the
They
highest
weren't on. They were on
debut
Priority.
ever.
They weren't on Def Jam.
Oh, they weren't. Oh, okay.
And they were like gold.
But the first Beastie Boys album was.
One of their albums.
Beastie Boys was what? Platinum or gold?
I bet that first Beastie Boys album sold as much as Doggy Style.
No way. How? It wouldn't have been. It would have had
White kids. What are you talking about?
It would have had the number though, Chris.
Let me look.
It would have said it. I'm just saying when Snoop came out, it was the highest debut ever. Look up.
It said over 3 million.
1992. The album sold over 3 million copies in the U.S., making it triple platinum. It's the Chronic album. The Chronic debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and spent 8 months in the top 10. West Coast did it different, man. I'm just saying.
I think what Schulz said, perfect storm.
And that's not to discredit. I think this is how superstardom creates. You have a person who's a star, and you have a cultural curiosity or necessity for that person. And then if you add a technological advantage to that, see you later.
And before Dre, it was NWA. I'm just saying
No, you're right.
It was all of that shit just is connected. It's like, yo, NWA pushed the line. Then the Chronic came.
What about
walk so then others can run?
Yes.
But check this.
That's why.
Like music is always like a form of rebellion, right? Like when rock came out, the first version of it, you know, see these like punk rock dudes like, oh shit, this is some badass stuff. They're saying fuck you to everybody, whatever it was. I think music comes out, hip hop comes out, gets really popular on the East Coast, and then there's a standard for its popularity, and then the West Coast completely rebels against that. They're like, we thought these guys were badass. NWA is a different fucking
what was the
game.
East Coast on? Positive African medallions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of black power. NWA came
Fuck
out
the
like F
police
all
coming
that.
straight from
That's
the
right.
underground.
That's right.
These ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
License to Ill did outsell Doggy Style.
How much did License to Ill do?
10 million. Doggy Style
started 11.
But
internationally, but in the U.S.
I also do feel like LA's only number 2 because LA just has access to a system. Like there's offices there, there's labels there.
But New York always had that though.
But that's why I'm saying New York is number 1. But there's like Atlanta didn't have that.
They didn't
Like-
have the
like
infrastructure.
people
They didn't have the institutions built up.
Storms hit
Yeah.
when it aligns for them.
Atlanta did, though.
Until Atlanta got LA Reid and all them, that's when Atlanta got it.
Def, LaFace. Atlanta had it.
But it wasn't as big as the entertainment complex that's built out in LA. I mean, LA is an entertainment city, and obviously New York is capital of the world.
I'm saying all that to say what Snoop and Dre did in the 90s
was truly remarkable.
It was truly remarkable. And in a lot of ways, people will look at it and be like, well, look what they ushered in. They ushered in a lot of misogyny and sexism and all that, even though that shit slapped, right? I mean, goddamn, it slapped.
I wouldn't use that word with Dre, but I would.
Okay, this guy. It's gotta be stopped. My point is, I think Kendrick is going to do the same thing now. I think he's ushering in a new wave of West Coast hip hop.
That'd be cool.
But it's going to be in a much more healed way.
So they're once again the badasses, the rebellious.
That's right.
We don't give a fuck.
That's right. But it's in a it's in a more healed way. I can't describe it. You got it. If we're listening to Kendrick, we know what it is, but I just think he's ushering in a new era.
All I'll say
You think it's gonna be healed from all of them, or you just think it's healed on his behalf?
Yeah.
Like I think he's healing, and that's why his music reflects it. But I don't think all the new LA rappers are gonna be talking
if these other guys are getting the production, here's the thing about Kendrick that I think is, I don't want to say unique, but like sometimes there's guys who are like really good at the skill of rapping, and call me casual, whatever. But they're really good at the skill of rapping, and they're not good at the skill of beat selection.
That's true.
And you look at them and you're like, holy shit, imagine you had, and then there's guys that aren't that good at rapping, but they really know how to choose beats. And I feel like Kendrick is one of these guys who's like, he's really good at rapping, but the beats.
Great producers.
He's choosing good producers. And to me, I always look at the producer. I follow the producer, like with movies, I follow a director.
Word.
If you like a director, no matter what movie he makes, it's probably going to be pretty good. You follow around an actor, that movie might not be good if the director's bad. So I wonder if this production gets passed down to these other young artists, maybe they'll have similar success.
I think so. Cause I think he's introducing people to a sound that folks like. Like you saw Dove in here doing his.
He was sea-walking.
Well, I call it jaywalking.
No, you call it.
Right.
No, what did you say? You called it a Jew step.
No, he was like, Jew whoop.
Jew whoop.
All right, let's do some Asking Idiots, Taylor.
And I got to get out of here. I got a baby. I got a baby to see.
I got 3 Asking Idiots and get the fuck on. What we got, Taylor? Oh, this is great. Oh, my God. What a fantastic fucking question. Who is this from? Sam Sills' response.
No.
Would y'all swap your disses? Charla gets dissed by Kendrick and Schulz by Drake.
Hell no. I want to get dissed by the winner. I don't get dissed by no loser,
my
bro.
Name off your loser lips, Drake. All right? Listen. Thank you for the shout outs in the past, but keep my name off your loser lips.
That was funny. That was good.
Yeah, I don't want no smoke from Kendrick.
Shout out to him.
Taylor, I love you.
Fury Siraj says prediction on Fury versus Usyk 2.
My prediction is I'm not watching it.
No, I'm definitely watching.
I'm not watching that shit.
I don't know, bro. Usyk is tough. Every time I think Usyk's gonna lose, he ends up winning.
He's good. That motherfucker is
he
tough.
finds a way to win. I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't know what's on Tyson's mind nowadays. I don't know if Tyson is really still focused on boxing.
What happened? What'd I do?
What'd you do?
Did I pump?
You farted.
I didn't fart.
God damn, you keep farting around black women. That's crazy. What else,
I
Taylor?
didn't fart.
That's this podcast.
This one about the apocalypse. It's supposed to be, the aliens are supposed to come forward today. It's been predicted.
Okay, this question is, would you be prepared if an all-out war or apocalypse broke out right now?
No.
None of us would. None of y'all can grow your own food. None of y'all own guns. I own a gun.
I own a gun.
You own a gun? Okay. None of y'all know how to grow your own food. You don't know how, you don't own guns. You don't know how to use them. You live in New York, right? So what you gonna do? You can't call Uber Eats when you're hungry. If the apocalypse breaks out, too late to repent. You just had sex last night, raw, with somebody, and you're not married. Me and Andrew good.
Yo, we are good. They're not coming for us.
Me, Andrew, and Chris good.
We're gonna take care of our
all
families.
All you unmarried fuckers in here,
nah.
Here having sex, raw, unprotected, not married, going to hell.
They gonna think Chris is a zombie though. Just walking around. Hey guys, you guys ready to do the podcast? How do you protect your piece from Fraggle maggots?
Don't sag.
And the pod, yo. And the pod. We done. We done. We done right now. We're leaving. Everybody's leaving.
As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast and think we're just a couple of idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.